Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, people. You're very welcome. Most welcome to your favorite call-in show, Call-in Khan. Saturday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, depending on which continent you're in. As you guys can see, the war hat has come off and the community hat has come on. There's a reason for that. Me and Zuberi, of course, big up Captain, is in the building every time. Sorry, I didn't give you the introduction you deserve, but I don't know if you deserve anything.
Nah, man, you can't say that after you took the war hat off. I understand why you take the war hat off. It's
Strategic.
It's strategic when you look at the fight and go, this fight is lost. But if I retreat now, we can save the war. I get that. But bro, I'm still in the trenches. I don't care about trench foot. You're looking in the trenches like
I was in the trenches. I'm not gonna lie to you. I done a lot of traveling, a lot of spending. I'm tired. I just walked in literally 10 minutes ago. It's been a long journey, a long day. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. I didn't expect it to be fun. When you're going away to the Etihad, you don't expect it to be fun. There ain't no fun at the Etihad for you, for most teams. But the way we're playing, I knew it's gonna be nasty. So you can't doubt my support. Like I must be on about 2 hours sleep. No food, no drink. I only ate at 7:30. Travel up there, and at 4:01 I left. 15 minutes early I left because I had to come back to try to get home for 7:30 to eat. And people were cussing me for that. Make sense of that. People were cussing me for that.
Nah, big up to you, man. If you're doing your fast, holding it down, respect to you. Respect to you for that, man. And respect to all the people doing their fast as well.
Of course, yeah. All the people that are celebrating and observing.
Go time is go time, though. When we're in the war, when we're in the trenches, it's go time.
We're 100% up. We're 100% up. It's all right. It's cool. People know it's a family show. You got family. We're family people. Yeah. Family gonna make noise in the back. My one's no not to tonight because I'm not in the mood to, me. Damn, Grizz and Zuberi look brazy. What's brazy mean? Is that good or bad? You need to teach me these ones, man. Gravy Dave says the best call-in show on YouTube. Why you laughing?
Big up, man.
Is that good? Is brazy good? You need to teach me these lines, innit?
Brazy's I'm not usually it's a gang affiliation where they don't say the C word, but brazy could just be a slang as well, where you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're looking crazy out here, man, because we're representing, we're fighting for the team, and the team ain't doing the same, reciprocate the energy we're giving them. So we're brazy. We're out here brazy.
Anyone can call in, Reese. Anyone can call in. The link is there. You need to, obviously, channel members and new callers get priority, but anyone can call in as long as you show respect. Banter flies. Take the piss out of our team. Take the piss out of us. But it has to be no personal diss.
Listen, it gotta be, the rules of war is you can't just shoot innocent bystander.
Yeah.
We're in the trenches. It's war. You can let off some shots. We'll shoot back. But just don't think we, because we got pammed up today. We ain't got no ammunition.
You're wild.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
But listen. People out there, ladies, gentlemen, it's not all about Liverpool, man. There's so much Arsenal chat in the air. Arsenal 9 games away from glory. Manchester United, Newcastle, huge game. Chelsea, the only other huge big team that's out shaming us. Big up Chelsea every time. They're keeping it real for us, man. I'm telling you, the only other team.
The lowest form of measurement I think you can get is grams, probably. So gram Potter is at the bottom of the measuring stick. Y'all need to get an ounce or a pound. You know what I'm saying? Some other form of measurement out there to measure up Chelsea right now. But gram, yeah, man, ain't nobody going nowhere with 1 gram Potter, man. So Chelsea, they in the mud. Other results today.
Brentford, Brighton, what a game. We done a preview show, Premier League Khanage, and we highlighted that this is going to be tasty. And you know what? It turned out to be more than tasty. 3-3 is wild. Both clubs brilliantly coached, exciting managers. Thomas Frank do his business, and De Zerbi, my God, people, the studio is now full. We will start to be getting people in. Sadiq says, no, we're here to talk Liverpool and maybe Chelsea. No, you don't take the you don't make the rules. You don't make the rules. You understand? You don't make the rules. The rules, today's show, the rules are set by the callers. So whatever the callers want to speak about. If they want to speak about Liverpool, Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, your boy Roy Hodgson, last second winner, you know. Boy, who's going down? The battle at the bottom. Bournemouth pull off a win.
Bournemouth is cooking.
Aston Villa coming out of trouble. Nice. Aston Villa put it on Chelsea. There is so much to talk about. We don't really need to talk about just 1-2 teams, but it is what it is.
I mean, we could, but we gotta pay homage to the rest of the teams, man.
100%. 100%.
Certain players. Mings in today, surprisingly, when it doesn't really matter. Tyrone Mings.
Oh.
Who's Mingsing up the place, man? It was
mad. Look, the studio's full. I'm getting messages that the studio's full. People that are trying to walk in, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to try and keep callers coming in and out so we can get as many people as in. If you're trying to get into the studio, keep trying. People are asking for the order. I'm going to sort out the order after the first caller. Kevin, if you want to unmute yourself, I'm going to let you in first because you're a channel member as well, and I know you've been on before. And then I'm going to work the rest of the order and let you people know. 250 of you already camped, locked in. There should be 100 likes. If there isn't, I don't know. I don't know if there isn't. I don't know what to say to you guys. There should be 100 likes. But let's add Kevin to the building. Kevin, hope you're doing very well, my friend.
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, we're not doing good, bro. I mean, I know it's a formality of a question, but yeah, we're not doing good. Hold on. Before people go on tonight, Grizz, you got humble today. Humbling means when you're arrogant, brash, and you got your chest out going into a game week and you're thinking, yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. So learn your phrases before you come on today. Humble means when you come out with arrogance and you're big-headed and your chest is pumped. None of that. We ain't humble.
What happened there?
We just got beat up.
Yeah, what happened there? He's been trying to say this for time, but didn't get a real reason, and today ain't even a real reason. Humble. I don't think any Liverpool fan got humble, unless there was going out there saying we're gonna do City 4-1.
Exactly. So talk to them people. But anyway, Kevin, we interrupt. We digress. How are you,
my
friend?
It's all good. I'm doing good.
What do you want to talk about, my brother?
Now, I know you guys will probably go. Well, you especially would go more into detail throughout the week. But after seeing your performance today, and obviously the result, I know it's going to be tough regardless. But after even the performance and knowing that you got Chelsea up next, who are, abysmal. How do you feel going up against the Chelsea game at least?
Oh boy,
because that's a good game. You guys could probably bounce. They're not. They're doing so
There's
bad home back. And away. But
Kevin, what are we bouncing back for? I mean, I know you're one of the most sensible, logical, rational Man United fans, and I know you feel the need to speak on Liverpool. But what are we bouncing back for, bro? Bouncing back for what? Zuberi, what are we bouncing back for? Okay, Zuberi's got his kids.
Listen, the bouncing back thing is actually on the cards, but it's just bouncing back from being sheet. You know what I'm saying? We play crap one week, then we bounce back the other week. So yeah, we can do that bounce back, but it's not bouncing back like we're doing anything solid.
No, I don't mean in terms of going on to great things, but more of keeping yourself in at least that top 4 battle, maybe even Europa League battle, which I know isn't the grand prize. It's not what you guys really want, but at the end of the day, there's still 9 games left, and you guys still got to try and strive and get as high as you can. And you guys aren't that bad where you're going to finish where you possibly could, but we're going to be in the Conference League places and things like that.
We possibly we could possibly finish anywhere, Kev. There's at the moment we don't look like picking up a point away from home. How many away games we got left, people? So we got 11 games. I'm guessing, roughly assuming, probably 5 or 6 away games out of that. At the moment, Captain, I don't know what you're saying. At the moment, I see us losing every time we play away from home. That's how peak it is right now.
Yeah, most a draw. Good result for us away right now is a draw, because I think we're 12 out of 42. It's not really great. But I will support my team in the trenches to go and pick up. You know what I'm saying? Go
Alex
pick up
Aaron
these
says
27
12 points from 14 away games this season. Let that sink in. He's right.
Oh,
But
yeah,
Kev, man, I'm
That's
sure
bad.
you want to. Kev, I'm sure you want to speak on your team, man. Come on, you didn't come on to speak about Liverpool, did you really? I mean, you might have. I don't know. I don't want to set the agenda for you, my bro. It's all yours.
Nah, you know,
the floor is yours.
I'm always down to talk about anything. I feel like every time I come and I talk about United, I don't know if you guys wanted a little bit of Liverpool chat.
No. We're good, bro. This show is all about the viewers and subscribers. All about the callers. Whatever you want to speak about. This ain't Liverpool show, man. This ain't a Liverpool show.
I know. No,
we hate talking about us right now.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. I'm glad Premier
League.
Are
you really back. Though? Are you really looking forward to tomorrow's game? No Casemiro. If Newcastle win, apparently they go above you. And if Spurs win, apparently you could be 5th. I'm hearing on Monday night. That's wild.
Me looking forward to it comes from just the love of watching my team play. We could have 3 people available. I'll still look forward to it, knowing we're gonna go get
big
spanked.
Big up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I know it's gonna be a tough game, like especially at St. James. I know it's not gonna be easy. We got Casemiro out, you know, and it's definitely not gonna be an easy game. I know they got Isaac firing a little bit now, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm still confident. I back the team. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I think we can go and maybe snatch a little 2-1, just a little sneaky 2-1 or something like that, and just keep it moving. Even if we lose, I know there's been a lot of talk, you know, we fall back to 4th and then, you know, Tottenham win or even draw. I think they go above us. We could be in 5th by Monday. But I think with the way the season is, you know, kind of panning out, even if we lose, I'm still kind of quietly confident that top 4 should still be in the bag, because looking at everybody else we're competing against, I still think we'll find the most consistency and form towards the end of the season, especially with, you know, a lot of players coming back. Like Eriksson is coming back. Marshall will be coming back. Hopefully he could stay fit for at least 10 minutes and give us 10 minutes in the last 10 games. Then you have, you know, obviously Casemiro, who he already served his first match ban with the FA Cup, so 3 games. He'll be fit for the Europa and for the end of the season. So I think we'll pick up good form coming towards the back end of the season. And I think Newcastle is actually one of the toughest games we have left in the remaining 10 games we have left. So I think we get through that, win, lose, or draw. I still feel pretty confident about the top 4 finish at that.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. But it will be a bit of an anticlimax if you don't finish 3rd, I'd say. But at the end of the day, you're right. You got to look at the overall picture. Man United.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Sorry, go on. Zuberi, was you going to say something? No, it was Kev, sorry. I thought
it was Kev. But I think the game and them going 5th could be a testament to their mentality. Because if they can't bounce back from that 5th position, man, I'll be licking a lot of shots that way still, Grizz. I'm just letting you know what I mean? We can't really show that a lot of the other team, but if these men don't get top 4,
I agree with that.
I'm shooting you, man, up just because, bro. So,
oh God, you're nasty. You're nasty, Captain. Captain's nasty, man. If he's gonna do that, man, you can't be. Listen, if we ain't finishing top 4, and you're gonna start shooting at United fans, man, you're nasty, man.
Yeah, but they come 5th, bro. What are they gonna call us? They're not in Champions League either, and they was there this whole time.
Nah, they ain't finishing 5th, man. They ain't dropping off.
If we come 5th, then I'll be really disappointed. I know you said if we finish 4th. Yeah, I'll be a little bummed out, but 3rd and 4th, honestly, same thing. If we finish 4th, all I would really ask from the team is at least go get one more trophy in the bag, and whatever. 3rd and 4th, same thing. I couldn't care less. There's still 2 trophies for us to fight for, and
100%. You know, if you pick up another trophy, that's very nice. Very nice.
Top 4, even if 2 trophies or even 3.
Yeah. Even if you don't pick up another trophy, you finish top 4 and you finish the trophy. That's progress, man. Let's be real. You understand? But Kevin, we're gonna have to keep it moving, bro. So many people looking to jump in the chat. Always a pleasure, my brother.
Day, guys.
Yeah, you take care of yourself, my man. Look after yourself.
Kevin, man. Look after yourself.
Just a couple of super chats before we go to the next caller. I think I've told you ain't even in the studio, are you, Captain? Like, I'm gonna have to do all this all on my own, innit? All right, I'm just
I'm in the studio, man. What do you need? Just tell me.
No, I'm just saying. In case there's an emergency, and you can hold the shit. Philippe,
give up on me, you know.
No, I ain't giving up on you, man. I give up on Liverpool. 15 minutes to go, but I ain't giving up on you, Captain. Big up, Lord Grizz. Great win against Dortmund tonight. Oh, we talk about Bayern. They were so bad. Trouble soon coming. Can we send you back money and can we get Salah, please, brother? You can take you can't take Salah. I was gonna say something real stupid, but yeah, man. Bayern look good. Bayern Man City is gonna be one hell of a game in the Champions League. Who you do you see Bayern stopping Man City?
We kind of need them to, because here's the thing: we can't rely on another Chelsea-esque, top 4 level team knocking them out the final. So we need Bayern to rough them up so they can be humble, bro. City cannot win the Champions League.
The treble. Yo, they're on for the treble. I mean, I think Arsenal gonna win the thing, but yeah, if City win the Champions League, yeah, Lord have mercy. Bro, we got 9 to say.
Yeah, bro. These men cannot win the Champions League while I'm still kicking and supporting them. Because that's the easiest thing to slap them and
slap them with that one. But we can't slap them. If they win that, we can't slap them. Full stop.
You see what I'm saying?
Even you can't slap them. Nasty captain.
You see what I'm saying, bro? We need, unless they win it and they drop out the top 4, we can like laugh a little bit. Like, oh, you had to sacrifice all the other trophies to win it. Bro, if they just win that and win anything else, bro, even just come second, bro, we're losing grounds to custom and shoot them with.
I know.
We're going to talk about the 12 fans. 12 fans.
People in the studio, we're going to try to keep it moving as we go along. As I said, next, I've given you the first set of order. The first set of order was Sam. So it's going to be KD next, then Sam, then Aparov, then Fabio. That's for now. The rest I'm working on. Just give me a few minutes, man. It ain't easy out here, man. I'm tired. It's been long. I haven't had no sleep. I'm going to be a bit snappy. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to be my normal, calm, calculated self. Captain's going to be the calm, calculated one today. I'm going to be snappy. I'm going to be real, Zubiri. I'm snappy today.
Nah, we already know the levels, man. Whenever we lose, you come in like this, grumpy uncle. And I'm like, nah, man, it's calm, uncle. We got this, man. I'm breaking it down for you. So you already know what it's going to be. But if KD's next, I'll get him in. See what KD want to talk about.
Yeah, KD, welcome to the stream, my bro. My sister, I should say.
Yeah,
there you
hi.
go. Sorry.
I know every time I post on the chat, you're like, brother, and I'm just like, it's fine.
Tell me off. You need to tell me, man. You tell me off. All this time I've been calling you brother. My God, I'm so sorry. But just before you go, Katie, super chat from Sean who says, big up the boys. The team has given up. Don't let the uncles on today. They are full Klopp out. Listen, unfortunately, everything goes on the call-in show. You're allowed to have any opinion you want, as wild as it is, as mad, as controversial as it might be. If you get called on, you have your say, as long as there's no abuse. We know the rules. There was another one before you go. Samuel says, someone tell Virgil to wake up, Samuel says, someone tell Virgil to wake up. Splash some water on that brother. It's so obvious he's scared to get hurt again. What, Captain, you were going to say something about that before we
we needed a captain to slap him. Remember when Milner slapped Simi? And who's like, yeah, Milner, wake him up. We kind of needed someone to do that to Verge today, man. He wasn't really the aura thing, the containing thing. It wasn't working. Mahrez was just running around him like cones on the pitch, man. It was sad to see.
There was a lot of cones on the pitch. There was a lot of cones on the pitch. Katie, talk to us. What do you want to speak about? Tell us.
First, I want to say that Bayern is so, like, with Tuchel back, like, I think that they're going to, Man City, I think, feel confident now, but Bayern was a different level today. Like, Tuchel, I don't know. I think it's going to be a Tuchel masterclass against City. I don't know. They just look incredible. But
do you know what? It's that stage of the season or that situation where we're just hoping Tuchel masterclass put out City. Small victories for us. That's the state of play right now.
I know. But yeah, so speaking of small victories, taking form out of it, like, look, our form away is concerning. And I think in the summer, something has to be done. Like, I don't know, they have to have some sort of like symposium where they talk about the season. But like, this season is mad. Like, when you look at the bottom table, like bottom half, it is so insane. Like, I think the table is going to flip-flop from the bottom to the top, like flip-flop from right until the last day of the season. And when you look at like our fixtures, like, if you can, like,
let's look at it.
It's so hard to like say, oh, if we can find form, because you just don't know. But like, the City loss today is actually pretty it's a loss, but like if we had to lose, it's only 3 points. Whereas if we had to lose against like Brighton, that would be 6 points because they would be gaining 6. But when you look at like United all the way down to Chelsea, there's literally like 12 points between 3rd and 11th place. And when you look at like the fixtures, like I know the previous person said like the United fixtures are like pretty easy. They still have to play Brentford. They still have to play Brighton, which is a really tough fixture. Fulham. Spurs. And like that's the thing is like every week what we're lucky about is like we play Arsenal and Chelsea, and like Chelsea, yes, does affect us a little bit, but like whatever points we get for Arsenal, like they're not affecting our run in the table. But if United get a draw against Newcastle, that means someone in the race for top 4 is dropping points every week. So like if we can somehow capitalize on that, well, that's a whole other thing. Like, can we do that? But like every week, because all the other teams still have to play each other, and we just have Brentford and Fulham left at home, like we'll be gaining, hopefully, if we can string a freaking run of results together. But everyone else above us will start dropping points regardless, because only one team can win, or they both draw.
I know what you mean, because the way the table is set and the way every team has got, for example, we go back to the table, every team is fighting for something, and there's a lot of games, a lot of teams where they're playing each other. I know exactly what you mean, KD.
Yeah.
The only drawback is we don't look remotely like winning 2 games in a row. I know we won 3-4 back in a few weeks ago and we were excited. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like what did we work out, Zuberi? We worked out a few weeks ago that the points tally that we needed was something around 65 points. 65 to 70 points we worked out, didn't we?
Yeah. But here's the thing, Grizz. Those points are still available to KD's point. And KD, I appreciate how you break it down, because a lot of us, especially certain people that's giving up on the fight, they're not considering points left to play for. I know we can't count them all, but the other teams that have to play for those points are playing each other. So it's not like if Brighton gets 27, it doesn't affect Man U, or so they're playing each other for these points. We're not really playing the teams like that. So, Grizz, we're still there, man. If we pick up all these 27 points, we're there.
I absolutely agree with what KD and you guys are saying. No. We discussed that. Look, the point is not it's over, because mathematically we gave ourselves 3 games where we can lose or drop points, I should say. Man City away, you'd bank on that's one of the games that you're going to drop points in, right? I think we've only given ourselves 2 games left that where we can drop points. Apart from that, we need to get maximum points. Do you see us right now, guys, getting maximum points from the other 9 games? So 11 games to go. 2 games I think we can drop points in. 9 games we need to win. Or, you know what I mean?
Well, we only have 5 games at home, 5 games away, which is a lot, but like hopefully, and like, but yeah, the thing that's concerning is like the performance. Like the first half, I think was good. Like we were fighting, and I love to see them get like in each other's faces, and like I was like, yes, there's the passion. Like we've missed this. The second half came, conceded quickly, and then they were just like, we're done. And like you said with Van Dijk, like I think he's overplayed, and I think he just needs a rest in the summer. But like. And that's the thing is like everyone's very pessimistic about what's coming up for the summer and next season, but like it's mad for everyone. Like it's mad for Chelsea, it's mad for West Ham. They're sitting second last in the table, like West Ham, and they're still in the freaking Conference League. Like it's a mad season, and like that's why I think everyone's like, oh, we're not going to get transfers. No one's going to want to come to Liverpool. Like Jude's gone, whatever. All they're saying, but like no. I think everyone who plays football realizes that this season with the World Cup, with everything, is just crazy. Like no one's going to look at this season and be like, they're finished, or like, we're not going to do that. Like everyone understands like this is an anomaly. All the people that are Klopp out, like just next season, if we're still like trash, then sure, we can have those conversations. But like this season is just so mad with like the fixture congestion, World Cup, like it's just crazy. So I think like I think everyone that's feeling pessimistic about the summer and the transfers that are coming in, and if FSG are going to pay up, like honestly, they don't have a choice. They have to, because they're getting rid of 4 squad people at least. So like that's wages. And I think that their issue is more wages than transfer fees, because They're not going to bring in someone like in January. They didn't bring in a midfielder because I think that they were like, well, this person's just going to sit on the bench. We have these wages to pay. We have to deregister someone from the squad. Like, what's the point, kind of thing? Like, they were just like, let's just push through, which bad business or whatever. But like, I think they care more about wages, and people are feeling like FSG is going to just be like, oh, it's fine to use Milner, but like they have to spend, and they will, because they are billionaires for a reason. Like, they know that their asset is like
losing
they need
value,
their asset performing to still be an asset. So, you know, everyone that's feeling pessimistic, like I get it, but like, you know, the season's just mad, and we'll be back in September or August or whatever.
August.
Proper preseason, new transfers, like fresh rest. Van Dijk will have rested for however long, and we'll be just ready to go again. And you know, we'll be
okay. It seems like you have some answers that the fans probably can use at the moment. So what is the answer to what's going on now? Is it just, you know, the summer break and then preseason and we go again, or do you have like an idea of how we can fix some of the current issues?
well,
Because fixtures aside, there's some glaring issues within the squad. So
yeah, I think like, look, I think we underestimated in the beginning. I know it's now, what month are we in? April. Like, we can't talk about this anymore, but like, we have pushed Man City to the brink for what, 5 seasons, and we've gotten so close every time. Then we win the 2 trophies, and it's so close, and we're like, we're on for the quadruple. And I remember when Mo signed his new contract, he did an interview, and he said, like, when they scored in the final game, they ran to the crowd to celebrate, and they were like, what's the score? What's the score of City? And Villa were 2 up, and they were like, we've got this. Next time they score again, they come up, City's come back, and they lost that in the last 20 minutes. And the whole time they were playing, they thought like we're winning, because they didn't think Gundogan was going to come and drop a friggin' masterclass and like come from behind like that. So that, I think, then of course, like Madrid, we always lose to Madrid. Like, we were never going to win this season against them, because that's our block. Like, they lost, we played the better game in the final. We lost. So like, those 2 things drained us completely. And then we had that crazy preseason where we traveled all around and whatever. And I think like mentally they're just drained, because now they have to pick themselves up again to go again for the 5th year in a row. And Klopp's just like, let's do it again. Let's fight City. We're going to do it. And I do think it is a little bit like, just like, I think the team does feel a little bit like despondent when the owners aren't investing, because they're like, we clearly need legs. Like, we need help. And they're just like, no, it's okay. And like, maybe Klopp is at fault because he didn't bring someone in when Tchouaméni went to Madrid, whatever it is. That's like aside. But I do think like that, like, we've heard Alisson and we've heard Virgil talk about how like we need to bring people in, like they're begging for it. And I think like they do feel a little bit despondent, like, are we going to be invested in? We see Chelsea dropping millions, we see City strengthening, we see Arsenal strengthening when they're at a place to strengthen. And I think like the team just feels a little bit like, are you investing in our future? So yeah, I think if we bring in the transfers that we're aiming for, like, it's going to be a massive, massive, massive positive thing. And I think as well, the social media stuff, like, we can't take away from it. Like, Trent, every week he's getting articles about his attitude, his defending, his hair, like everything. And it's just like, and I know like everyone's just like, just turn it off, but it's hard to do that. Van Dijk's getting like friggin' slaughtered in the press by his own countrymen. And I think it's just really hard to like pull yourself out of that. And I know it sounds crazy and everyone's just like, oh, like they're professional athletes, like pull yourself out of it. But like they're not robots. Like, they've all said it themselves. Like, we're not robots. Like, we're just, and I just think like the constant fight to just go again, when you just try and you get to 1 point difference or a 20-minute margin. I just think that just has done them in for now. And as soon as they get new legs in, like, look at Nunes as well. Like, he comes in, he doesn't have that like emotional PTSD. He comes in and he's like ready to go. Like, they're all ready to fight. And then you look at like Van Dijk or Fabinho, where they're just like, we've done this before. Like, the people that have been the most impressive are the young ones that have come in who don't have that trauma from the past, and the new ones who haven't experienced that. And I think that that's when we bring in a new midfield, it's going to be a completely different game, completely different.
KD, brilliant first-time caller. Feel free to call in again. We must move on, but you made some brilliant points. Thank you so much for calling in.
Of course.
Keep up the positivity.
I will.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, man. Look, she made some very good points, very good valid points, man. It's difficult right now, but we must move on. Who's the next caller?
Sam. So I'll bring wait, Sam.
Bring Sam through because I'm having a coughing fit.
Sam, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the show. You want to talk about?
All good, bad timing. But
no, great. Bad timing for us, great timing for you. So hey, look, timing is timing. Talk to us about the great timing. Forget about the bad timing.
Matt, I'm stressed. I'm stressed every week. I'm telling you, mate. I'm stressed. I've already got anxiety about Anfield already. Seriously, and you know that I just checked. We haven't won there in the Premier League in 11 years. So I'm stressed.
But this is one of those seasons where nothing counts.
No.
Nothing counts this season. Records, history,
right.
Nothing counts. This is the ultimate wild season.
Wait, fill me in. Sam, you're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm a selfless guy like that. The military, there's selfless people all around. Please don't do this, but if you guys do this, I understand. Can't you see a team? I'm a Liverpool fan, man. But can't you see a team winning at Liverpool and potentially singing we're gonna win the league? It will be the ultimate disrespect.
That's the thing. That's what I've said the whole time. I said with our fixtures left, Liverpool and St. James's are the big ones. I think with the gap we have, we can lose at City. I think that's fine. I'm not sure we will because I've not been convinced by City all season. I just don't think they're the same. And they've got Haaland ploughing through. Obviously, today I don't even think they were that great. I think Liverpool just collapsed. I don't think City were that great. So I think we could get a result in the FA Cup. We played a B team and only lost 1-0, had a lot of chances. So it's Anfield and St. James's because obviously Newcastle, we've got last season.
Yeah.
We've got last season to revenge, as we have done other fixtures at Tottenham, Chelsea, Palace, things like that. We've got that. But Anfield is just, I'm just scarred. The 5-1, the last minute equalisers from Skirtle, Joe Allen, bloody Oxlade-Chamberlain at left wing back. Then he joins Liverpool. Like so many scars. And so to get one win, and my missus' family support Liverpool as well. So to beat Liverpool would just be, I would say we're going to win the league. I would be convinced if we win next Sunday.
I actually believe that as well. I think if you beat us, in fact, I think if you avoid defeat next week, I make you.
I think it depends what the draw is. If it's like a last minute equaliser again. But I know the thing is,
why would that matter, Sam? Why would that matter? How?
I'm just doubting myself.
Stop it! I told you this is a wild season. Forget about history records and how you performing. I'm telling you, anyone can beat this Liverpool team right now. No offense to Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. Who else has smashed us up?
Well, surely not anyone, because some people.
At Anfield, you're unbeaten against the top six. Though.
But what I'm saying is but I know, and I've been saying it, that we can also smash up anyone at any time. But the chances are the other way around at this moment in time.
The difference
for me, you're the most confident, fantastic squad, motivated set of players I can see around Europe. You've got a young core, a brilliant young manager. The project is coming to fruition right now. The process that you guys have been patiently waiting for, I can see it coming to fruition. I hate seeing it now because there's sections of your fan base that we all can't stand. Even you guys can't stand sections of your fan base, right? Right. But if you take away all of that media hype and take the football what it's for and the process for what it's for, it's something to be commended. from my side anyway.
No, it's true. I've said it everywhere. This is the best Arsenal team I've ever seen in my time as a supporter. And again, it sounds stupid to people who I say it to because they're like, no, it's not. And like, no, it is. An Arsenal team I've followed since 2004. So I didn't watch the Invincibles. So it's 04-05 first season. And obviously that was steamrolled by Mourinho. An Arsenal team I followed have never been in this position in April. It's fallen away in February, March. Or it's been, we might go top late in April, but then on Sunday we're back second and then lose again, whatever. This is the best. Their mentality is unbelievable. The talent, like today, and again for Anfield, Gabby Jesus coming back is
huge.
His touches today, just like a ball came up to him from the our own half to the far side, and he's got like that much room before it goes for a throw-in. Chests it, knocks it on his right, looks up. He's unbelievable. And I know he doesn't score loads, but he's got 2 today. And again, little things. Ødegaard, we get the penalty, and Ødegaard's holding the ball like the captain. And I don't know who's going to take it because Saka's not there. I'm thinking, go on, Martin. And then as he's going to take it, he goes, Gabby, here you go. Class act. That is just little things, and that sums up.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's the little things that you pick up and notice in terms like this. Big Steve's in the building. Steve, I'm sorry I couldn't stop, man. I left about 10 minutes early when it was boys against men. Absolutely, congratulations to City. No excuses. City was on it. He says, Grizz Khan. City was on it, mate. City was motivated.
I feel sorry for Trent as well, by the way, because just as that guy, I saw him press. He was the only one pressing.
I saw that. And
I knew something bad was going to happen straight after.
No, I saw it, and I get what you're saying, Sam. But I couldn't make sense of it.
Yeah. I was
saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? And by the time City, because City are the worst team that you chase shadows without thinking, because they'll pass you to death, or at least extreme fatigue. All right, if not death. And what happened was, by the time they got to the edge of our box, he was out of it.
Yeah.
He was literally out of it because he'd been chasing shadows. For why? What reason? No one can explain.
Listen, let me explain this real quick before I let you go, Sam. And I hear what you're saying still. You see the Trent thing. Trent looked at the team and realized the team gave up. They literally gave up. And he was like, yo, bro. He was looking like, yo, the game ain't over. Like, the entire team was acting like the game was over. And when you're saying you feel sorry for Trent, me nor Trent need your sympathy, Sam. Let me tell you something. Oxlade-Chamberlain is who I feel sorry for, because he came on the pitch. And if you watch that goal back, Trent actually was there, stood the guy up. The guy passed it off. Ox was supposed to be tracking Grealish at that point. So when Trent looked at Grealish and saw Ox about 6 yards behind Grealish, he was like, bro, I can't be chasing men down up at the top of the pitch. You just come on, and you can't even track the guy running inside on a 1-2. Nah, bun these men, bro. And allow Trent, man. Trent ain't doing nothing wrong, bro. This team, as a collective, all the captains, they ain't captaining. Might as well give the captain band to Trent, bro. Because he's like, bro, the game ain't over. Let's try to get something going. That's why he was doing that press. No one was pressing. Who was pressing in the second half?
Oh, it was shocking.
Nah, I feel sorry for them guys that's not pressing and sliding, man. How they sleep at night? Yo, big up to you, Trent.
I just want to say
I'm sorry. I'm in the trenches right now.
We've gone to Liverpool and we're talking about Arsenal. Sam was on a glory trail, and you just depressed me, man. How are you guys switching it to Liverpool every?
Because I'm coming with the heat. Sam, you're a great guy. I want to start off with a disclaimer. You're a great guy. I like you.
So what are you arguing about then? Wait. Why are you doing this? He's a great guy, but where are you bleeding?
Let me land. You're a great guy, but I hope we smash this league off you, bro.
Oh, okay.
You shouldn't be winning this, fam. I know you haven't seen glory. This ain't the season for you.
You see, part of the thing I love the most is the fact that I know people don't want Arsenal to win.
I'm changing my mind,
They know people who know me know I will be insufferable, and I can't. I'm be texting people throughout the summer.
I'm not gonna lie. I was Team Arteta, not Arsenal, because I think he's doing a good, and obviously, hence the nickname that's gonna get lost now and taken away from me. Like, forget Bun Grizz because I'm not backing you lot. I'm backing Man City. I'm Team Man City right now.
Yeah, no, we need to slap you
I
guys up,
need Team Man City because your fans are insufferable, man. I'll tell you, insufferable.
Unbearable as well.
Unbearable, yeah. But listen,
unbelievable as well.
But Arsenal fans in the chat, that's the same for everyone. I get it. Like, we're the same, Liverpool. We're shameless. Man United fans.
To ever play, you were.
Of course. Yeah. And Man United, shameless. Yeah. Chelsea, shameless. That's the way it goes. So when people say, oh, that's salty, it's not salty. That's football tribalism. That's what fandom's all about. You hate the other team winning. You try to drag them at every opportunity.
Because of Arsenal. So it's not personal when you're like, bro, Zabir, I thought you was cool, bro. You're with them, man.
I'm still cool. I'm still a nice guy. I just don't like your team. How does that work? I can't be bigging up your team. Look at the praise I've lavished on Arsenal, though, Sam. I've said it. The project, the way you've done it, patience. Fan base wanted him gone. The board, for whatever reason, you could say the board backed him. There was a plan, whatever it was. It's coming to fruition now. And the most encouraging thing, I think, Captain might disagree, but the most encouraging thing, I think, is I don't think you're going away next year. I don't think it's a one-off.
I think signing Declan Rice.
Yes.
And I think like you say the worst happens and we lose final day or whatever, and we're crumbled and the young lads are crying or whatever. I think that they're ready for, like, we had a plan if we finish fifth. No one could have told me you finish fifth, but you'll sign Jesus, Vieira, Zinchenko, Saliba will stay, whatever. Like, okay, we'll finish second. We'll definitely finish top four now. And we'll get Declan Rice and probably get a centre-back. We definitely need a centre-back. And then we might even get a striker. We got bloody Balogun coming back.
There you go.
Banging League 1.
Smashing it out in there in France.
Yeah. I've got to say about Ox as well, right? Because obviously I loved Ox for years. I just think it's sad. He's such a talented player, but I've never
Take him back then, innit? Give us 20 million, take him back. Well, no, he's free now. Free transfer.
He's destined for a reality show with Perry Edwards. I'm telling 100%. You, in the next 3 years, they'll do a Bradley Dack, Olivia Atwood, but with Ox and Perry. Guaranteed.
I think that's where his career's going.
Yeah,
probably
it's
gone.
Sad,
it's sad. It's sad. I was very, very happy when we signed him. I thought this guy could bring something different, and he did before that first serious injury, and then another second serious injury, and then when you have the types of injury that he's had, Joe Gomez has had. Look at the two things in common. They're not the same players at all. Joe Gomez pre-injury, Oxlade-Chamberlain pre-injury. Some would say Virgil van Dijk pre-injury. Those type of injuries take it out of you guys.
No. Big
Sam,
up the
yeah, exactly. Good luck to you guys. Good luck to you. Because you're a nice, as Captain says, you're a nice guy. But he kept throwing that but in there like.
No, we have to throw it in there. Grizz, did you see how his confident level rose when he started talking about next season?
But rightly so, though. But rightly so. We don't want to hear it.
Even the nice ones.
Even the nice ones.
Even the nice ones. I'm just saying. Even the nice one, Grizz.
I'll say you're nice guys too, but I hope we whoop you next week. Sorry.
That's it, Sam. You tell him.
I'll pull it out of him, Grizz. He wasn't saying that earlier, you know.
No, you convinced me. I know we're gonna win the league. We're gonna smash you at Anfield. We're gonna go Poznan at the Kop. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. Sam's ready now. Sam, pleasure as always, my bro.
Pleasure.
Look after yourself. Speak to you very soon. Nice one. All the best apart from next week. He's gone.
Yo, no, it's cold, but no, I love Seb, man. I love when the fans come in either too high and we have to humble them, or they come in too low. We're like, nah, man, support your team, and then they go into confidence. I love it, man.
Grizz, Chad says, Grizz, do Arsenal scare you, bro? Bournemouth away scares me and shit, man.
Bournemouth away.
How are you asking if the league leaders are scaring me when Bournemouth scare me? Nottingham Forest scare me. Brighton, I forget Brighton. Yeah, all of these scaring me, man. You're asking me Arsenal scare you, guys? Over 600 of you, amazing Khanage family in the building. Where's the likes at though? Where's the likes at? Keep the smashing the likes. Keep spreading the word. We out here talking on your team, Liverpool, Manchester United, Nottingham Forest, Palace, Southampton, Chelsea, whoever you want to speak about, whatever topic you want to talk about, whatever agenda you want to run. You want to run Klopp out? Run Klopp out. You want to run Potter in? You want to run Potter in. No problem. Speak on whatever you want to speak on. We're going to keep it moving. There is now spaces in the studios because a few people couldn't wait. So now the link, a few people are still asking, how'd you call in? Come on, you guys already know the drill. If you don't, people in the mods, you should know, teach people how to call in. The link is pinned in the chat.
Yeah,
click on the link. At the top of the chat. It is pinned. It's pinned. I made double checked. Yeah. We're gonna keep it moving. Who did I say is next?
I can't say his name. I don't want to butcher it, but I got him right here. Welcome to the show. Just for me, how you say your name, because I don't want to butcher it when we're talking.
Hey, good evening, guys. This is Apurv. That's how we say it,
Apurv. Thank you very much, Apurv. You've been on before. How are you, my brother? I hope you're doing well. I'm not gonna ask footballing wise, but hope family and health is good.
All good, thank you, and my wishes and prayers with you in the holy month, and hope all of you are doing well as well.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, not a good day, not a good. I mean, it's 1:30 in the night here in the morning. You've seen, you guys have seen Liverpool closely. I'm based in India. You've seen it more closely. I've been following the team for 20 years. There are ups, there are downs, there are great seasons, there are bad seasons. Throughout the season, this is the kind of season that you be patient with the team. But today, I sort of got very angry at the second goal that we conceded right after halftime. That for the first time ever, I suddenly started thinking, and this is a fan speaking. Do these guys care as much as the fans do? Perhaps it's wrong to think that way. I don't know. But the second goal, right after halftime, when play started, it just seemed when our players were chasing the ball, it just seemed as if we'll try to get it, but if we don't get it, okay, that's okay. I mean, look, it's perhaps my emotions speaking than the practical reality, but it's just the second goal and the third goal as well. But the second goal, really, I mean, we were good in the first half, not as good as we've been before, but it was a proper contest. I really enjoyed watching the first half. It pleasantly surprised as well. I thought, like a lot of Liverpool fans, that it would be a tough game. But for first half, we could have been 2-0 up very, very easily if Mo's pass to I think it was Jota, Grealish doesn't intercept that pass. We probably go 2-0 up on a counter. But when the half ended, I thought, hey, this is good. We are fighting. It's a competitive game. It looks like we are in it. And just restart and we just for lack of better word, crumble. I mean, the second goal really,
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. That second goal, Captain, I don't know what you think of the overall game. We haven't really had a chance to speak about it and analyze it. We're going to do that, by the way, people. RedFellas tomorrow, 8 p.m. We will, of course, do our usual deep dive into all things Liverpool and the game and a deep dive into the game around the key points. But I'm so with you, Apurv. That second goal, I was fuming at that second goal. I don't normally lose it because that's just the kind of guy I am. But I'm so with you. I totally agree with you. I couldn't for the life of me understand the organization, the motivation, tactically, mentally, physically. That was an awful goal. It was the kind of goal that you concede in the 90th minute if you're chasing a game. Absolutely. Not in the 46th minute that you're 1-1 and you're coming out and you need to be strong. Captain, are you seeing what me and my brother saw there? Or are you not seeing? Because I saw Trent playing right wing, almost like in a Mohamed Salah situation, and staying there. No one calling him back and saying, yo, come back in your position. I see Robertson in the old Mane position. This is the 46th minute. Where's the brains? Where's the tactical insight? Where's the basic footballing know-how to know first minute after halftime, keep it tight? Where was it?
So how the game went, Apurv. I think you summed it up pretty well. But here's how I saw it. We did what we had to do, and you can say luckily came out 1-1 because they had some chances as well. And we had that one that you discussed. There were some moments in the build-up where we made the wrong pass because I thought Hendo in the first half was turning with the ball. And I was like, ooh, Endo is cooking. He's turning. Because usually you just do that automatic one-time back pass, kills the play. He was turning, trying to push the play forward, but some of the final third passes wasn't coming off. In the second half, I think the tactics and instruction changed from let's knock it around an hour and a half, bring them onto us, then, playing in the behind. And I think the tactics went from, okay, let's go old school and press them into making a mistake. Because Trent was running around, like you said, in that, that David Beckham, the half space right wing area, just chasing people around, ended up getting caught out. Them scoring within the first 2 minutes of the second half is a reflection of our entire season where we've been going down a goal down right after the first whistle. So you can basically just rub the first half out, and that second half is basically how our season and performance has been. Setup-wise, so that's how I see it. So I wasn't even frustrated. I was just like, wow, we ended up making 45 minutes of a fight. Because usually first 5 to 10 minutes, we're already a goal down. So I was actually impressed we held on that long. But after losing it 2 minutes after the whistle, I'm like, okay, it's either instruction or concentration. Because that's what's been our issue for the majority.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instruction or concentration. 2 minutes after the whistle, do you know there's certain players on our team that didn't touch the ball before that goal went in?
Yeah.
So if you didn't touch the ball, you got to be in the right position then, defensively at a minimum. You're not even doing that. You're not focused.
And I would have thought, I don't know what you're getting. 1-1 for us would have been a great result, hypothetically, if it ended up a draw at the Etihad. And as the game would have progressed, City needed the win more because of Arsenal playing back. But they would have the pressure would have been on them. If it would have stayed 1-1 for a longer time, they perhaps would have made mistakes under pressure. City haven't been great this season. And the pressure would have increased on them. They would have been frustrated. So I would think, and I've not played the game at the highest level, I would think the plan would have been, let's stay this way for a while. Let's see how they will react.
Spot on. You're absolutely spot on. There's no need to press them or play. No need to bring the line, the offside line or the last defense, the back line higher and higher and higher. There's no need for it at that stage. Play like you have been playing. We almost played, Captain, we've been asking for a difference of tactics and formations. I mean, as I said, I haven't had a chance to look at it back. I literally walked in and switched on. But to me, and I got you guys maybe have a better view at home in terms of replays and watching everything and how they're set up. To me, it looked like almost in the first half, we were almost playing a 4-5-1 at times. Like Salah through the middle, Elliott and Jota out wide, and then Gakpo dropping deep with Fabinho and Henderson midfield. That's the way it looked like.
No, in fact, sorry to interrupt you. On the World commentary feed, Jim Beglin, who was doing commentary, made that point. He said that Gakpo actually was playing deep, almost as a midfielder, and Liverpool were playing 4-5-1. But it seemed to work. I mean, it seemed to work.
Yes, but he changed it in the second half.
Did he?
Yeah. So basically the change now becomes, how should I break it down? So the change, if you look at where Elliott was, it's almost as if Hendo and Fab did a pivot, and instead of Gakpo doing that, Elliott went over there, which gives Trent more room to run on that right-hand side. That's literally how we started the second half. Trent was running around in that space. He didn't have that space to run into in the first half.
But Captain, I'm wondering if that was the reaction to conceding the goal. I mean, you wouldn't know if they actually originally planned to start that way, because as you rightly said, immediately after we restart, we concede a goal. So whether that's a reaction to try and come back in the game, or it's actually change of tactics at halftime, we wouldn't know because nobody was in their position when the half started.
It happened so fast. Yeah, it happened so fast. Thank you for bringing that up because I wasn't even thinking about that. But it did happen so fast. It's almost as if they scored before we even got into this defensive shape. It's
because but the most important, the most frustrating part, like Apurav said, was we lost the shape, Zuberi. They didn't pull us out of shape. We decided to lose shape for no apparent reason. Trent was literally, go back and watch the game. Look at the fullbacks. Konate has been asked to just play right back. He's summoning. I don't want to have a pile on Trent, but he's shouting at Konate to go right back, go right back. Why? Why are you talking? Who's giving you the authority in the game, that stage of the game, to tell Konate, go right back? Konate goes right back. He takes one pass infield to leave Konate outside on the right wing, and then Virgil with two players running through the middle to mark. One of them, Kevin De Bruyne. On the other side, Robertson's caught up the pitch as well. Fabinho and Henderson are nowhere to be seen. I've said enough about Fabinho and Henderson this season. I don't want to keep talking about our midfield. We know the situation in midfield.
Listen, they need to be more centre-back ready. The same way I'd love to see them more attacking midfield ready when we're going up the pitch. I use this analogy to break down the midfield. When Gakpo pick up a ball, I forgot what team it was against. He picks up a ball at the edge of our 18-yard box, and he played it off to Nunes. And he just drops his head and said, Nunes is an attacker. He's going to go down the left, so I need to sprint up this pitch and get to the center. Salah saw the same thing, beats him to it, and scored. What I want from my midfielders is when we're getting countered or going back the other way, if our center backs have to go out wide, the midfielder are the closest to that position to say, look, if the defense is getting stretched wide, we need to now become center backs. That's how Grealish was able to be tackling in a right center back position, because that's football and IQ. Like, you don't need to play at the highest level to understand the fundamental of covering your teammate. You can't tell me, because I'm a DM or a CM, I'm not going to cover my center back when he goes wide. I'm just going to stand in the middle of the pitch and look at an empty center back area. So, Grizz, I know you say you ain't trying to pile on him, but we need to apply that pressure, because I don't want the new midfielder to come in and feel like he's exempt from becoming a center back when the center backs go wide.
But the example that you gave, and if you remember the season when we won the Champions League, just two examples that I'll give. And we lost the league by 1 point. We played Cardiff in that season. I don't know if you guys remember. And we were struggling to score a goal. And then we had a corner in the second half. The team worked out a brilliant corner when the ball was passed to Gini Wijnaldum right at the edge of the box, and he scored a brilliant goal. In the same season against Barcelona, the famous corner taken quickly from Trent. A team that thinks on its feet at every corner. That's the change this time. For some reason, we don't seem to be that game awareness does not seem to be there. The team does not seem to be thinking and reacting as it did in the last 3 seasons. Now, it's whether it's because of mental tiredness, because of what they've done over the last 3-4 years. But I mean, we haven't played now for 3 weeks before this game. I know some people were away for international, a lot of people were away for international duty. We haven't played as much football since January 23 as some of the other teams have. So perhaps tiredness may not be the right reason. I don't know what's going wrong, very honestly.
Listen, that's the biggest question that on everyone's lips. Aporov, we're going to have to keep it moving, my brother. It's been amazing talking to you as always. Thank you very much for waiting, being patient.
Thank you, guys.
Hope you enjoy the rest of the show, and good luck, brother. Hope to speak to you soon. Take care.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Problem.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Look, I've spoken to the brother before, and he's a very, very calm guy, and he sounded agitated and frustrated and angry, and I share that. I was angry as well today. Captain, I don't get angry. I don't lose it, but that second goal, I lost it. The rest of the goals, as you said earlier, that's our season. That's how we've been. That's a sample of our season. But that second goal, I lost it. I was like, apparently we're not allowed to swear too much on YouTube anymore, man, because, you know what I mean? I won't make any paper if we swear too much. But what I'm trying to say is I was ready. I was throwing F words left, right, and center, bro. I was like, what is this? I could see it developing. I was watching it. We had a wicked view, and I was like, when you start, yo.
Wait a minute. Wait. I'm sorry to laugh, bro. You know why I'm laughing?
Why are you laughing?
I know exactly what you're saying. You can see it, but you can't stop it.
I was trying to stop it. Yeah. I was trying to do the Virgil thing, the aura thing.
So why didn't you shout at Trent? No, it's mad because I'm watching it at home, so I didn't have the full view of the pitch as you probably did. And yo, shout out to that guy because he changed my whole thought on the game now. Because he's so right, and you're so right. The goal happened so quick. I knew for a fact there's some players that didn't touch the ball, but bro, I did not realize we didn't even get into our shape.
We didn't.
It was just like, oh, the whistle blew. Let's just react, and it was just running around. So you're probably just sitting there like, yo, why is he running around?
What are you doing?
What is he doing over there? Yo, what's this guy? And then all of a sudden it's a goal.
Bang.
Like
look back at the goal. It's like a goal that you score in the last minute when you're chasing and you've been caught 4 against 1 at the back.
It didn't look that way on the TV still. I'm just letting you know. But
I need to look at it again.
No, I'm just telling you, from the TV, it just looked like the midfield let the situation down. But as I deep it, I'm like, really, if all players didn't touch the ball, surely they're just probably reacting from the whistle. And that reaction pulled us out of shape. We're all over the place, man. All over the place.
People in the chat, there is now spaces. I've got 6 people waiting to come on. I can have 12 people in the studio. Call in now if you want to get in. There's time, there's spaces, there's places. The chat is popping. Topics are popping. Hot topics right now. We're going to bring on the next caller is Fabio. Fabio, sorry, you're very welcome. Hope you're doing well, my brother.
Thanks for having me on again, Grizz, Captain.
No problem, bro. No problem.
Yeah, I'll just briefly touch on the game before I talk about really what I called in to say. But yeah, I mean, we were second best.
You're a Liverpool fan, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Go for it.
Since the dual manager days,
dark days.
But no, I mean, City deserved it. 3 points. I think we can all admit that they were better on the ball, off the ball. We scored their counter-attacking goal, which was great. After that, we faltered, much like with the Madrid tie. Seemed to lack the mentality that we once had, especially from senior players. And so, can't really complain about the result. Obviously upset. Wish it could have gone a different way. But I think the test to see how bad we really currently are, I think will be against Chelsea Tuesday night, because as poor a season we're having, I mean, their basement levels, just with the amount of money they spent and the talent they have, what they're achieving on the pitch is laughable. So I think Tuesday night will be quite telling, if we lose to Chelsea, I think we can really sort of, assess how bad we are. But KD made a good point earlier, one of the callers, about wages, and I was looking at our contracts and sort of, looking at the rebuild, because obviously I think top 4 is gone, and I'm sort of looking ahead. And besides Salah, who's earned the 350 grand a week he's on due to the numbers he's put up, performances, and just how reliable he's been over the last couple of seasons for Liverpool. You look at our next 3 highest earning players in Van Dijk, Fabinho, and Thiago. And this might hurt a couple of fans, but, the truth hurts, as they say. And I really think if we're going to do a rebuild properly and try to, bring in fresh players, fresh blood, energy, talent, I think we have to, it hurts me to say, but I think it's time for some of these guys to be moved on. And I'm talking about Van Dijk. I'm talking about Fabinho, even Thiago. Thiago's been fit for 53% of the games since he's come to Liverpool. Every other game he's not available. It sucks. He's a great player, but, the best ability is availability, and he hasn't been that for Liverpool. Fabinho, he's been running to the ground. I think there's still a player in there, but he's 29 years old. He's signed through 2026. 2026. If we want to rebuild and be ruthless, as they like to say, you can't let players go for free so often like we do, and you need to know when to cash in, especially on some of the top names in your team. Before Fabinho becomes completely worthless, I think we need to move him on. Midfield is obvious. That's the main area to rebuild. But I called in 2 weeks ago, Grizz, and again, thanks for having me on. I try to be logical and, not too emotional.
Sometimes this team makes you lose all sense of logic.
It really does. It really does. And I mean, I'm grateful for the for the performances we've had over the last, couple of seasons, winning every trophy we could have. But, I called in 2 weeks ago and I said, midfield's obvious. It's pressing. It needs changes. But in my opinion, I said it then, so does the defense. And I mentioned Van Dijk then. And I think, these guys, mentality-wise, it's just not there. I'm not sure if they can get it back. Sometimes when you hear the same message from a manager for years on end, it starts to lose its impact. I don't want to think that way, and I think Klopp deserves another year, certainly, from all the accomplishments he's had at the club, and he's a top manager. But I know it, some fans might not like it, but as I said, truth hurts. I think we need to sell Van Dijk. I think we need to bring in another center back, world-class standard. I'm a big fan of Garbadal. I watched many games for him with Leipzig. I see him in Croatia. He bosses it. And, these guys, the amount of wages they're on, as KD said earlier, it's a big portion. Van Dijk, as I said, $220 a week. Thiago, $200 a week to, sit on the bench, I guess. And then Fabinho at $180 a week. I mean, I like all the guys, nothing against them, and they've had fantastic, tenure at the club. But I think if we really want to be ruthless, we got to start with some of the top dogs. And
Fabio, I have a question for you. By the way, I agree with everything you said, but I didn't hear two things or two names that I think you're the right person to ask these names. You can call them wild if they are. I know Grizz definitely think they're wild. I believe what you believe about moving the players on at the right time. $10 is better than no money.
Before you go, I might have changed my mind. So stop talking for me, Captain.
Okay.
I might have changed my mind since we last spoke.
I believe there is nothing more Andrew Robertson can do for us or give us. So cash in on him before that value plummets. I believe Mohamed Salah will never be what we want him to be, which is Ballon d'Or-esque. His best days are behind him. I'm not saying he's not a great player, none of that. And if you do believe he's a great player, cash in on him now. Cash him on him now. Selling Robbo and Salah and whoever else you want to sell gives us enough money to go to war and recruit the right mercenaries to go and kill all of these pagan fans out there supporting these other teams. I'm just saying, hope you agree. But do you think those two players should go as well?
Listen, with Robertson, you know what you're going to get. It's 100% effort, 100% energy. First goal today, he gets caught up trying to press high up the pitch. They go right by him. They end up scoring on the break. I would definitely look to move on from him. Nothing against him. I think he's still a top-notch player. At any club that gets him, it'd be a fantastic addition.
But business is business. Gotta go.
Business is business. Personally, I would like to see Tsimikas get more minutes. I think there's a player in there. He just hasn't had the opportunity. But when it comes to Salah, it's a tough one because he's just signed the new deal. People seem to think he's having a down season. The numbers don't say that. He's been very impactful in terms of the numbers. The numbers don't lie. But if he's not scoring goals, providing assists, take it for the game against Bournemouth. He missed the penalty. He's gone. Mentally, he's gone the next 20 minutes. The biggest players can bounce back, from making a mistake and get their head back in the game. I don't question his talent at all. Sometimes I think his mentality, he cannot become a part of the game so quickly as others. And, it would be the right time to cash in. You can't do it all in one window. That's the problem we're facing.
I was just going to say, guys, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to butt in because time is running out and studio is full again. There's more people trying to come in. You've made some brilliant points, Fabio. But before I do let you go, and I want to ask you, both of you guys, I hear you and I get the frustration and the anger in some of your tones and voices. And I totally understand moving players on. But correct me if I'm wrong, you guys are in favor of removing or moving on pretty much everyone. Because if you're mentioning on top of the four that we know that they're going, and then I'm assuming you want Fabinho gone, Henderson gone, and now you guys have mentioned Robertson, Salah, Van Dijk. Guys, I get it all. And we find ourselves in a very tricky situation. But how are you moving on everyone? Like,
Chris,
how is this making
it's
sense?
Simple maths. It's simple maths. If the manager can't get it out the players,
it's simple maths.
It's simple. It's either the manager or the players. Take your pick. Who you want to move on?
We're gonna move on.
A new manager comes in with new instructions.
We
might see.
There's no
players.
doubt. There's no doubt. There's no denial that we're gonna have new players coming in and old players moving out. But I'm just saying the sheer numbers wise, you guys have gone on about 8-9 players there, according to my calculation. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, but Pep moved on 10 guys when he came in. No one was crying.
Pep done that. Pep done that because you know why, innit? Because he's got a whole.
Bro, the man looked at Joe Hart,
because
England #1 keeper, and said, "Step, big man."
Because he's got a whole state backing him to the tune of £1 billion since he's come in. More £1.2 billion. We're talking 250 million max, and most people won't believe me that we're going to spend that much anyway, and I understand.
And that's why we sell Salah.
And I understand.
100.
Now, see, now you're trolling. Listen,
me,
Fabio, let Fabio speak and we speak afterwards, man. Be quiet.
For me, it's like this, Grizz. Salah's not the main. For me, it's like this. Fabinho, we know who's leaving, the obvious ones, but besides that, Fabinho needs to go. Thiago, he's a good player. I think he needs to go. It hasn't really worked out for him. And Van Dijk. I think those would be the three that people might not be too popular, but for me, it would be the right time. I think that brings in more, funds to spend in the summer, and the players are out there. So, just my opinion. Thanks for having me.
No. Of course, 100% your opinion, and you spoke very well.
His body language.
Listen. I agree. Listen, I've said it so many times. I don't know if you guys have. I don't know if you've been watching any of my videos previously, but I've said we've seen the best of the majority of them. We've seen. That doesn't mean suddenly that they're sellable assets now. It just means we need to reinvigorate everyone else around them and bring in other bodies and bring in fresh legs. It doesn't mean Mohamed Salah, we've seen the best of him. Okay, now sell him. Life doesn't work like that, guys. Business doesn't work like that. It has to be a process. Yes, we are behind in the process. So we have to speed it up because we've messed up in the last 2-3 windows. But to say, 8-9 players dead, bring in 8-9 players, and we're good to go. Look at Forest, look at Chelsea, look at United in the past. All of these teams, look at likes of P.S. Barnes. It doesn't work like that. It has to be a process. We need to speed up the process. That's why I'm going to agree with you guys. Fabio, it's been wonderful chatting to you, my friend. Hope to speak to you very soon, man. Look after yourself. Take care. Boy, hella people looking to come in, man. Suddenly the studio is full, the chat is full. No, what are you saying? Before I read a few super chats out.
Yeah, before I get to the super chat, I just want to point out it's one of two things. The manager, to me, at a different time, would have been the easier fix. Get new instructions, get new tactics into these players. Because it's just the same old, and it can get stale, right? So to me, that'll be like a temporary quick fix. Or you can do the process thing you're saying and slowly phase some of these guys out. My thing is, we're phasing these guys out and our so-called hot players now, but they're not going to get any hotter. Salah is never going to get 44 goals again. Salah is never going to be in contention for Ballon d'Or. You want to clip this? Clip it. I'm being 100% facts. What I'm going on about is start cashing in on players before their value runs out, before they leave on the free. More player left on the free than we've sold. That's not good. So we need to also get ahead of that. It's not about, he's talking madness. Bro, it's business. We're letting way too many people walk through the door for free. We need to start getting a little bit of money back. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let's see who's next. After Fabio is Diallo.
Wait, let me catch my breath, bro, because...
All right, let me read a few super chats while you catch your breath. All right,
get the super chat, because I'm going to have to woo-saw for Diallo.
Okay. Diallo, the Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's coming for you, not for me, brother. Ibi says, my duas, which means prayers, will include praying for a win at Anfield. 100. Solomon says, AR26 going to have nightmares of Ramadan Mahrez. Hold that. Who's AR26?
Andrew Robinson.
Oh,
he was getting cooked. Mahrez was slicing him down. like them halal guys, man, on the street meat. Mahrez turned up in the apron today. He said, I can't eat, but I can cook.
Leave him alone, man. GJ says Robertson nowhere near to it. It needs to hold bench.
Just saying.
How many people you want to hold bench, man? Every man wants sold and head bench. Like everyone, what's left out here, man? Oh no, bring in Diallo, man. Diallo, what are you saying, bro?
Listen, salam alaikum.
Salam.
Ramadan Kareem Grizz. Zubair,
man.
don't worry, my guy. It's Ramadan, you know. I come.
Oh, okay.
It comes in peace.
Okay.
No. You know what? You are lucky that I have 3 hours before I break the fast for today, so my energy is a little bit down.
Okay.
But man, I have so much energy for you.
Wait, did you still do the 10 mile though?
No, I've been doing. Oh man! So now I switched. Now I do it in the evening, right after Maghrib. After we break the fast, I go for my. I'm not doing 10 miles. I do like 8 to 9 miles, but it's still, I still pick up. Yeah. I do 1 hour and then I come back home. But forget about that. I just want to say that, last night I forgot to do my prayer, my midnight prayer. Grizz, you know what I'm talking about. So I just went to sleep. I was watching a comedy show, Trevor Noah, and I just fell asleep. And and I woke up this morning, like basically the game had already started, the Liverpool Man City game. I even forgot to do my Fajr prayer. The first thing I saw is Mo Salah, and what's his name, the Dutch guy,
Gakpo,
and Cody Gakpo. Yes, Cody Gakpo running through on City's goal. I was like, yes, that woke me up. I was like, yeah, let's go. Obviously that resulted in the goal, which Mo Salah took very well. I was like, okay, now I can wake up. I went, I did my prayer. When I returned back to the TV, I saw Mo Salah again running towards the City goal, literally 2-on-1. Jack Grealish came from nowhere and caught up with Mo Salah. I can't lie to you, Grizz, a piece of me died. And this is what I want to talk about. I think Liverpool, you need to wake up. And especially Jurgen Klopp, he needs to wake up. I listened to the game. I'm not even going to talk about the game because I know RedFellas will dissect it tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that. It's a great show. I listened to Klopp at the end of the game. This guy came and started thanking Man City for not humiliating Liverpool. I was like, big man, what are you watching?
Can I jump in real quick? Because I think Grizz missed what you're saying right now. Grizz, let me translate what he's saying.
No, I didn't miss it. Listen, I need to catch up with everything. You got to remember, I walked in fresh.
No, but he's saying a part of him died. Do you know what he's really saying? City just exhaled on the back of his neck. You know when you're so scared, you almost die. You're like, oh, God. That's what happened to him when he came back. It was like, oh, no, City's on his neck. Yes. He can't sleep, Grizz, he can't sleep.
No, I was, Zubair, you're
He's
right.
He's so mad at City. He's taking it out on us not being able to hold City.
I know he is. But that's what I was letting him finish. I understand the frustration from Arsenal, but we've done this. We've been through this. We know where he's going with this, and we know what he's saying.
No, Grizz, that's not it. I'm going to get to my pitch,
Okay.
And I know people. Okay. Let me just say this. When I listened to Klopp say that he said thank you to City because they could have scored more goals. Basically he's insinuating that it could have been more embarrassing. And I'm like, man, that was really, really, that was the most embarrassing it could get. That last 30 minutes, Grizz, that was pathetic. When I saw Mo Salah coming off, I honestly started questioning Jurgen Klopp, and I'm, how much I respect him, and he needs to be very careful, Grizz. Jurgen Klopp needs to be very careful. He might slowly burn down his legacy at Liverpool if he's not careful. The way that they disintegrated in that second half, the way that performance, there was no soul, no backbone. Think about it. Last season, I was watching Mo Salah undress 5 Man City defenders in their box to score that goal. You remember that this was like less than 12 months ago. This was a team that you are competing with toe-to-toe for the last 5 years. The golf that I saw today, 4-1, that wasn't the story. The golf that I saw today on that pitch and on the sideline with those substitutions, with the attitude of the players, you guys made Jack Grealish. He was mocking Trent. He was literally laughing at him on the pitch and coming off. On the interview, he basically said he said he was in the toilet during halftime. Listen to him. He was literally mocking Trent. Robertson got stripped. You know, we lost.
I understand and I hear you. I hear your frustrations. You're not even a Liverpool fans, and you're not even a Liverpool fan, and you're cooking Liverpool like this. I understand. So, from what I'm gathering, you should turn up at Anfield and do something similar. Is that what I'm hearing?
The key word you mentioned there, Grizz, is. But I've heard the Arsenal fans.
Anfield, and it's grass, right? It's the same grass. It's a football grass. 11 versus 11.
Let me tell you, I'll come with chest. When was the last time did Liverpool win a game when the opponent scored a goal? Do you remember?
No.
It's Leicester City, December 30th. And we know what happened.
Mentality midgets.
We know what happened in that game. Wout Faes gave you guys 2 goals. That was the last game that you won in a game that you conceded 1 goal. I know for a fact we will score at Anfield. We are coming with, I said it yesterday.
I agree.
We are coming with Jesus. We are coming with Trossard. We scored 3 or more goals in our last 6 of our last 7 games. We've won 7 on the trot. I know for a fact we will score at Anfield. And I know for a fact Liverpool will get a chance. Or 2 or 3. The question is, you have to take it and you have to score more. You will not watch us go there and not score. I'm coming to Anfield. I know we always come there with confidence a little bit, but this is different. We come with 2 players who actually know how to win there. And let me tell you this, if you watch Jesus today, aura will not stop that guy, man. That's all I'm going to say. You cannot stop that guy with aura. You have to run. You have to tackle.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is coming there. He will provoke. He will draw you out. He will nudge you. He will dribble past you. He may not score, but man, you're gonna sweat. So I'm not saying we will win, but I think we're gonna score. That I know for a fact. So you guys will have to win for the first time when the opponent scores more than 1 goal. Or at least 1 goal. I know that. So I know maybe we'll have the calling show on Saturday after you play Chelsea. I genuinely think Chelsea can be. What I saw today was pathetic. That's why I'm like, I was sitting here laughing. Some of this Liverpool, you're like, oh, why do you guys want to make top 4? This is a rhetorical question. Why do you need top 4? You don't need it for the clout. Liverpool is a big institution. You don't need it for the. Klopp is a massive manager. He doesn't need top 4 to buy players. Why do you need it? Are you telling me you need the cash to rebuild? If that's the case, let me tell you now, that's why I say wake up. If that is what you need to rebuild, money.
I think we need Champions League for prestige, to keep the momentum going, to keep players that may think it's important. And also, I think we need Champions League because we genuinely believe when we're in the Champions League, we can win it. You understand? There's a difference between us and other clubs. I don't want to say your club or other clubs that won a Champions League for the money, for the players, for the clout. We actually have a record in the Champions League that, apart from Real Madrid, most clubs would be proud of. So that's why we need Champions League, bro.
I know. I'm not saying it doesn't help. What I'm saying is that it's not end all and be all. Last season, we finished 5th. Spurs ran around with their top 4 trophy. Look at where we are now. What I'm saying is that you have the tools to recruit good players or top players without top 4. But what I'm trying to say is that all these you guys, the problem there are deeper than just not being able to make top 4. And what I saw today, especially from Klopp, what he was saying after that game, man, I couldn't believe that. But one thing I know you guys still are quietly confident. Yesterday, I put it in the chat. I'm like, Liverpool fans, you guys are basically counting 3 points against Arsenal. Like, I've heard many of you saying, oh, yeah, I think we'll win at home. We just need to not lose in the other 2 games away from home. 5 points is minimum, blah, blah, blah. I know you are secretly counting those 3 points at Anfield, and I understand why. But what I'm saying is that... What should we do then? What attitude would you have? I think you should.
Would you have an attitude? If you was a Liverpool fan, would you say, yeah, I don't want to play Arsenal. I don't think we've got any chance. I don't understand mentalities of fan bases. other fan bases. How do you expect
No,
fan bases to behave? I'm sure you believe now that you're in a title race, you're very much favorites, you're positive, you're going to win it. You may not win it. Doesn't mean what you think is going to happen.
No, what I'm trying to say is that the same
What are you trying to say?
The same way Man United fans were behaving before they visited Anfield, it's actually weirdly, that's how Liverpool fans are treating Arsenal right now. That's how I'm
I think you're shifting it, man. I think what you're trying to say is we should fear you and respect you because you're at the top of the table. We shouldn't be bringing this Man U energy. Bro, you're coming to our yard. Why would we not bring this energy? It's on you to come here and do something. We don't have to prove anything to you, bro. You're at the top of the table. You're coming over. If you want to come with your chest out, just know better than you have come there before.
No, I disagree. I don't think so. I don't think we.
So you're saying better than you haven't come to Anfield yet? Are you saying you're the best thing coming to Liverpool this season?
You know what?
Is that what you're saying?
We have two major weaknesses, Holding and Zinchenko. But you know what is good about that? We know our weaknesses. Those are traps. Teams keep forgetting it. You know that Zinchenko plays in the middle, so you are like, right now you are dreaming Salah will run in, there is open space. But you know what? That's a trap. You know that that's a weakness, but who else know that? We know that. Holding, he's not as good as Saliba. He's way worse. But you know what? He allows us to play a little bit deeper, which actually would suit us, at Anfield.
So answer the question. Are you saying Arsenal is the best team coming to Liverpool this season?
I think this is the best team. This is the best Arsenal team you will face since peak Wenger.
Yeah, but that peak Wenger was about what, 11 years almost?
More.
So why would we be worried about the best team since Wenger? The best team since Fergie came and got 7.
No. I think that's delusional. Nobody.
No. That was a fact. It was the best team since Fergie.
Look,
the best team since Fergie came and got 7. So you're telling me, and it's here on stream now, the best team since Wenger is coming. Come then, bro. Forward.
We're coming.
Pull up.
If there's a
pull up, bro.
We'll pull it up, man.
Next week is gonna be an amazing show. I can feel it in the air already.
I know he's worried, but you know what?
I'm not, bro.
No, listen, Diallo, listen. Diallo, you know what it is? Diallo, no, absolutely, I agree with you. We should be worried. The way we're playing, we should be worried. I was worried about everyone who showed me on any platform this week. I was saying, I ain't got chest going to Etihad the way we're playing. How dare I? Am I an idiot? Do I look like... No, let me not ask that because I might look like an idiot. But do I talk shit? Actually, according to this guy as well, I was trying to bring this up. Herschel Benting. This Grizz guy is really boring these days, Mr. Legacy Summer. Herschel Benting, this Grizz guy owns this channel that you're watching, that you're craving for my attention, that you're putting chats in my chat. So if this Grizz guy is boring and blah, 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 get the fuck out of here, man. What are you doing here, you weirdo, you freak? Anyway.
Grizz,
but did you get the mentality? Do you get the mentality of these people?
I just came here to rattle you. I said...
Now you rattled the captain. Captain's rattled.
He got rattled. He got rattled. You said I asked the question. I wasn't rattled. Bro, I'm in the trenches. I'm in the trenches and I licked 2 shots and men start breaking down his tactics. I ain't asking to break down his tactics. I didn't say dance. I just asked the question.
Diallo, you better bring the energy next week when we end your title.
No, you're not.
When we reduce your title chances, we're not going to end your title chances. I think we may reduce your title chances next week.
No problem. Bring it on.
Diallo, captain will be waiting, armed and dangerous, let me tell you.
We're used to it. Easy.
Diallo, we'll let you go, but I just want you to know more than you believe.
Diallo's a top guy, man.
Nah, he is, man. But Grizz, you was letting them slide still because the man is talking.
Hey,
like
listen,
we shouldn't be proud of our ends.
Listen,
it's our ends, bro. It's Anfield, fam. You pull up. If you got something to prove, you pull up and prove it.
Who's next, man? We got
Studio
Full again. Fabio next, Diallo, then Ducato. Ducato is next. In it, from one up to another up. It's all about up.
The trenches is real.
Brothers, what's going on? Before I get into what I want to say, how are you guys feeling, man?
Listen, are you?
What's the mood like? What's the mood in the air?
Let me tell you what the mood is like.
What's the
one
mood?
wrong step and it's a landmine for you, fam. I'm telling you right now. That's my mood right now. Bro, I'm in war mode right now.
You know what?
You know what I'm pissed off about before I let you go?
Go ahead.
I hate that you guys, Grizz, we're gonna have to move the show day, bro. Because every time these men call in, they're playing tomorrow. So they just have the freedom to be loose.
You know why? Wait, hold on. You know why? Because they're playing in that Thursday night shit that we're probably going to be playing. I get it. And they got chess while they're playing on Thursday nights.
Just wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. Thursdays.
Yo, but listen, check this out. Yeah, but check this out. Tomorrow, I heard tomorrow you could drop to like 4th. And then Monday you could drop to 5th.
We could, but
what?
It's
what?
You know, it's
but what you still come on my show with chest. You don't want to talk about your game tomorrow? You don't want to talk about your game tomorrow? Are you nervous about tomorrow? No Casemiro?
You guys have 42 points, 12 points.
Allow the points, man. Talk to me about tomorrow.
So, anyways, what I want to say is Liverpool lost. I blame on you, Grizz.
Okay, I can take it. I can take it.
You know why? You know why? So, whenever you let Saeed rile you up and you start spewing out some nonsense, you know, Liverpool always gets beat. Yesterday you said, if I quote correctly, you said...
Yeah, quote me correctly.
Liverpool is going to finish above United and at least 8 points.
Next season.
8 points next season. Yes.
Next season.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere.
Thinking, I'm like, the same Liverpool I'm seeing right now.
The same Liverpool that has finished regularly above you for the last 10 years.
Not 10 years. No. I'll say the Klopp era. So I give you 6.
All right, 7, 8 years. Okay, 7, 8 years.
Don't say 10 years.
Okay, I'm just rounding it up. Nice round number.
I got you. So I'm seeing you say okay. So if I'm looking at the progression, again, this is 10 Hag ball. You guys can say whatever you want.
We know about 10 Hag ball. It was 7 Hag ball a couple of weeks back. We know about it.
But he beat you guys at Old Trafford, He had
no problem. Nottingham Forest beat us. Nottingham Forest beat us at their ground. Bournemouth beat us at their ground. All of these teams beat us at their ground. You're a big Man United. You're big Man United.
Yeah,
you came to our game.
Where's Liverpool's silverware?
Yo, what do you mean? We're on top of that trophy cabinet, baby. We're on top of that.
Understand, but
still, you don't understand. That's the problem. You don't understand. You better understand.
So Barry, Grizz said, starting this season, it was Liverpool first. We're getting our Prem or we're getting a Champions League. I remember these things.
Life's different.
And you finish,
life's different.
So
life's different.
I'm here to let you know when you say things like this, it only impacts Liverpool. Now I look at the City game. City had you guys looking like how we looked.
I'm glad you changed the end of that sentence.
At the Etihad though. You guys.
I'm glad you changed the sentence because he was about to say, "See, had you looking like kids in the playground." Then he realized, shit, we got bus up there as well. 6 they smashed past you.
You only had maybe 3 shots on target the whole game.
How many did you have at Old Trafford? How many did you have at Anfield? I don't think you had one.
I think you had more than that.
No, you don't. I don't think you had 1 shot on target against us. But anyway, he's come to give us smoke. He's come to give us smoke.
He's missed. He made a several wrong step.
It's like a big puff of smoke. Do I look injured?
No,
you do.
Yo, brothers. Do you remember that Pulp Fiction scene? You remember that Pulp Fiction scene where the man comes in and there's bullet holes in the walls everywhere?
So can I ask you a question?
We're still here, man. We're still here.
So United, we had our worst season, you can say, in the Prem with 58 points. There's 11 games left. You're at 42. Will Liverpool have more than 58 points this season?
I don't. That's not my. I don't care about that.
No.
I don't care. I just want to listen.
I'll answer it.
Answer the question. Yeah,
I'll answer it. I'll answer it. Let me answer this, man, because Ducato, you're practicing selective outrage right now, bro. You're picking up what Grizz said in the beginning of the season. You're neglecting certain facts in certain contexts just to make it sound like
season. It's a full
season.
It's
not a full season. Season ain't even done. What are you talking about? You see how selective you're being right now. But we're not even at the end of the season. You say it's a full season. At the end of the season, if we finish on 62 points, you're not going to come out and say, well, credit to Liverpool, even in their worst season, it's better than our worst season. You're not going to do that. That's how selective you are. So what I'm trying to tell you is, bro, you're making some loose steps right now. We can clip you up, man. We can clip you up, bro. All Grizz asked you earlier, and you tiptoe around it to bring up the beginning of the season statement. Bro, there's a chance come next week you could be 5th.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Do you think it's possible? Or are you even worried about it? Because you're trying to cook, but you're not going in the kitchen. The men send you in the kitchen to cook up that possible 5th position, and you're acting like you ain't even hungry on that.
So to use your point about we're in the kitchen, yeah, any cook can burn their food, but when you're a proper chef, the chances of that are limited. I have a proper coach with proper principles and players that are actually respecting his words. As you can see, we're in 3rd place. Okay, we don't have Casemiro. We played without Casemiro before, and we've won. The same you guys were like, oh, Fulham's going to be a challenge. They got packed up. Mitrovic and them lost their heads.
I don't know. They got packed up. Like, let's stretch it a bit.
What's the score? What's the score?
What's the word? How you say that word? Self-destructed.
Yeah, but what's the score? Though? At the end of the day, when history, you look back on it, they lost how many? 3-1. So they got packed up at Old Trafford. So I'm saying the same thing with Newcastle. Newcastle, they don't score a lot. They defend well. Don't let us crack them. They're going to want to try to press because we don't have Casemiro. They have a better midfield than us, but we have better counterattacking system and a better defense. Oh, I won't say better defense, but you know what I mean. We have guys, again, Martinez can get the ball up forward. If Rashford gets in behind, what? So it is what it is. Like people
are saying you're acting a bit shameless, man. Like for someone who did
shameless. I'm just reminding y'all. Football's a full season. What we say in September and October can bite us. I told you when I first came on this show what I wanted from my coach. I want a trophy, check mark. I want top 4. We're in there, potentially a check mark. So he's hitting benchmarks. What did Klopp do for a season? So like there's levels to this. That's what I want the Liverpool contingent.
See, I could do a whole debate. Listen.
That I answer questions with Barry. There's levels.
No, wait. Well, just one thing before you go. Just before one thing, and we got to move you on. Not because we're salty, but we got so many people looking to come in, and probably some probably want to speak on you. But listen, what I was going to say is, you know the whole. No, forget it. I ain't doing it. It's going to take too long. But big up Ducato still. Captain, what are you saying?
No, we're going to have to let him go, man, because like I said, Grizz, you summed it up best. It's them playing on Thursday, gives them the freedom to come here on a Saturday because they play on a Sunday. They all lose. They just relax. They ain't playing yet. So they can do whatever they want. They are the reckless, shameless fans right now because on Saturday, they have no worries. They don't play on Saturday.
One last question, please, before I go. I asked a question where I said, these next 3 games, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, it's going to be your pivotal. This is the make or break part of your season. I told people I only see you guys getting 4 out of that 9. A loss to City.
I'll take 4 right now, my brother.
I said I told them there's a loss to City, a draw to Chelsea, and a potential win against Arsenal because you guys play at home. To that, do you guys agree? Do you see you guys beating Chelsea? Like those next 2 games? That's what I know.
I actually said the same thing. I actually think we'll draw at Chelsea and beat Arsenal. And if I had to have my way, I would have preferred us losing the City. If we had to lose to 1, draw to 1, and beat 1, it would have been I would take the loss to City or draw to Chelsea and beat Arsenal.
Ducato, people are counting your minutes and shit, man. They're saying Grizz man's been here 7 minutes now. So you out of here. Listen, always a pleasure. Big up yourself. We speak soon, bro. Take care. I mean, people are saying, why are you taking shit off a Carling Cup winner? Listen, this is the people's show, man. This is the people's show.
The people who killing me still.
The people have to come in and they have to be allowed to speak. So this is what it is. Listen, I'm gonna set the next order before we go again. Is there anything that you want to speak upon before we?
Nah, I'm just curious as to what Indy got to say, man. So
okay, we got Indy next, and then we got Shane McGee next, and then we got GJ next. That's the order, guys. Please try to remember that. Please try to remember that, Zaberi. In fact, let me put it in a private chat.
Yeah, I got you. I'm bringing Indy right now.
Yeah, Indy's in now. Shane, GJ, and Thomas. Remember that order next. Indy, welcome. Sorry, my brother. I know you've been waiting a little while, but it's all about patience is a virtue. And now you're on the best calling show around, my brother, on the Saturday night. How are you? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. From Birmingham, big Liverpool fan. I just want to unpack how we've got into this mess and maybe have a couple of solutions.
Unpack it, my brother. Okay, unpack it.
So I think we've got into this mess for a while now, and I think it's from top to bottom, from the owners to the coaching staff, scouting to the players. But for me, I think it firmly lands on the feet of Klopp. I think he's.
You got someone's attention.
Yeah.
Oh, captain is ready.
I think for me, the biggest factor is his loyalty to players. I think his loyalty to players is costing us big time. If you really break it down, if you show loyalty to a group of players and they're not to the rest of the squad, could you imagine the message that you're sending out to, say, people like Origi at the time? What you're saying to them is, no matter how well you're playing, how good you are, you're not going to get in front of Mane or Salah, even if they're playing poorly. So straight away, you're causing some kind of divide. You affect the morale, the confidence. When you on the opposite way of looking at it is, you saying to the players that you're loyal to is, no matter how rubbish you play, I'm going to keep you in the squad. I'm going to keep you in the team. You're not providing any competition for them. So I think that has such a negative impact on both sides of it. And I think he's constantly playing these players. He doesn't rotate them. I think they've got covered so many mileage that's why they're constantly breaking down. Now I'm starting to really have an issue with Klopp now, and I'm starting to think whether he's the right man. I mean, if you look at it, Mourinho, Benitez, they've had a shelf life. They played their style of football, and it's expired. Is there a case that Klopp his shelf life is ending now with his high pressing, heavy metal football? I mean, that's been going on for the last 10 years now. Do you think it might be that now it's expiring and we might need a change?
Are you asking that? I think I want to ask you that because it's all about you guys' opinions and on this show. It's not about mine. I speak every day on my channel and give the same opinion. So I'm boring, as like some people said.
Okay,
I think Captain wants to come in, and I want to hear you two. I want you to ask your own question to yourself, if you don't mind, because obviously, as I said, it's all about the caller's opinions and your agenda and what you want to speak about. So I don't know. So I know Captain wants to weigh in, and then we come back to Indy.
Yeah, take the bench. No disrespect.
Yeah. I'm here.
This is a college game. You can jump back in. It's 50 minutes.
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sip some water, sit down, and refresh. Okay.
All right, Indy. I got a few questions for you, but let me answer your question. Yeah, we got shelf life for Klopp. Yeah, expired. All right. What you said, Indy, is what I said about 2 years ago. I like to criticize people at their best. That's how I always am. And when a guy's low, I try to pick him up before I criticize him again. So everything you said, word for word, I've said probably about two and a half years ago. Now I'm saying something different. I do see the same things happening. So if you put Simicast for Origi, it's basically the same thing with the Robbo. You know, Simicast comes in, doesn't get to the right rhythm level. Robbo comes back 67%. He's in straight away. The same can be said about Virgil van Dijk. He doesn't bed these guys back in right away. Salah was undroppable, and in the one game you think, okay, leave him out there because he might make a difference. It's the game he gets sub. You're like, the hell's going on? So the loyalty thing, the favoritism, I don't want to put it on him now to say it's there now, but in the past I've seen it, and I was like, that's not great. As far as the shelf life go, I think this is where people blame the owners to see what he's trying to do and match it. Meaning, this guy thrives off energy and legs, not so much talent. We've never had a good midfield. I don't know why people thought we'd have a good midfield in the past. We've had an effective midfield with players that can run and cover the grounds. That is gone. People blame the owners because they should see that for the manager and give him what he needs to fix it. Now we're looking at Klopp and going, wait, is your style of football that great? Because it seemed to need specific things to work. It doesn't work with just any player or any, quality. So to put a shelf life up there and saying expired, we can say the same for Marino. If they got in the player they wanted, which is a very specific type of player, I don't think Marino's style of play, have a shelf life. So I don't think Klopp has a shelf life. It needs specific player to work. Arteta, I don't think with a mature squad, what Arteta is doing is coming off. Arteta have the blessing of youth and energy in his squad. 5 years from now, if Arteta don't change it to keep that energy levels up, it's going to be the same thing. So, no, I don't think it's the energy thing. But what I want to say with the Klopp questions, do you think he overestimated his squad this season?
Yeah, I think he did. But I think what's happened is, if you keep such a large group of players together for so long, they're going to be hearing the same voice, the same tactics, everything's going to be the same. And I think there's going to be, the motivation levels are going to, the words are not going to be as hard hitting, what the manager says, it's not going to stick with the players. And Klopp even said after the first game against Fulham, the players didn't follow my instructions. And he said that a few times this season. So that tells me that the players' levels have dropped. So let me ask you this question. Next season, do you see him dropping the high line? Do you see him changing the 4-3-3? Do you see him dropping his favourite players and rotating the team? I can't see him doing any of those things any different.
You're right, and I'm not even worried about the front three. I got a bigger one for you. I do agree. My worry is having the same back line. Now, when I mean the same back line, I'm talking Alisson, Trent, Konate, VVD, and Robbo. One of them got to go. And when I look at all five, the easiest one for me to stomach is Robbo. I'll take Robbo out. One of them has to go. I know it's mad to say right now. I don't care about the front three or the midfield. I'm looking at the back line. The back line, one of them has to go. And I'm telling you right now, I doubt Klopp is going to change that back five. And that is my biggest worry with Klopp.
I've got a possible solution. You might not like it, but I'll give it a go. For next season, I would sell Salah. I would for next season.
Nah, you're my guy. Keep going, man.
Okay. The reason why, not because he's a bad player or anything like that. I think Klopp and the players have come over reliant on him. I think he needs a fresh start for himself. I think he's got a lot of mileage that he's played. I think the money that we could get from him, we could build a better team. For next season, this is what I would do. Do you know the Sporting Lisbon midfielder? I can't remember his name now.
Agate?
Yeah, Agate.
Ugarte, the Uruguayan.
Yeah, I'll get Agate, Bellingham, and I'll play Trent in midfield.
Trent in midfield. Yeah, right side midfield, like the David Beckham.
Yeah, I'll play him in midfield. I don't understand why he's still playing right back. I don't understand.
So, would you go with a new right back, or you're going to a back three?
I would get I'd play Ramsey, but I'd get Peters from Southampton as a backup.
As a backup or a challenger, and then the best one just plays.
Yeah, right.
Okay, because I don't know enough about.
Well, at least listen, Indy, you made some great points, and obviously, Captain's ears have pricked up at some of the stuff you've said because he's been preaching this shit to me for the last year or so, and you know what I mean. So, before you start a fight between me and him again, big up yourself. Thank you very much for making those points. And you know what I like about you? You've given solutions to the points that you've made. I may not have agreed with all of them. I agree with many of them. But at least you've given solutions. and your ideas as solutions, and you've been able to back them up, and you've said it in a respectful manner. So thank you very much for that. We will keep it moving because I've just realized we're coming up to 2 hours and we've still got about 10 people waiting to come on.
Okay, thank you, guys.
I need to sleep because normally, guys, before Indy goes, Indy, nice one. Chat to you soon, my brother. You're basically firmly Klopp out. We speak very, very soon, my brother. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Wow,
listen, guys,
yo,
there's over 500 still going 2 hours in. You lot are mad loyal. I love you all, but I'm going to disappoint you today, guys. I can't do a 3-hour session. I've been fasting, traveling, tired. I need to rest and relax and start again. So I'm going to try to be as quick as I can on the next 5-6 callers. It's going to be quick fire, guys. I'm so sorry because there's been people waiting, so I don't want to give them no airtime. But you have to hopefully respect my hustle as well, man. You understand? It's only for Ramadan. After Ramadan, we're going to go back to the 3-hour call-in shows. But we're going to keep it moving. Who was next? Was it Shane? Shane, welcome to the stream, my friend. Long-time mod, long-time subscriber and viewer. How are you, my friend? Finally get to speak to you.
Doing good, guys. How are you?
Yeah, you know, man. I don't
in the trenches.
Yeah, we're in the trenches.
The mud.
No, it's finally good to get on because I've been spending so much money on the super chats. But
there you go. You're on now, bro. The floor is yours.
Yeah, Zubiri.
Come for Zubiri, I can tell.
No, actually today, I agree with everything you've almost said. Usually I'm not in agreement with you, especially the whole big Klopp out thing. I don't know what, month or two ago, but everything you've been saying, talking about the back four, kind of all your responses, everyone, I'm agreeing with you, surprisingly. So big up for that.
Yeah, man. I'm glad I've grown on you. I've converted Grizz. I'm
converted. Little bit.
Yeah,
hold on. We're not fully there. I'm very much Klopp in. I'm not Klopp in.
Calma, my brother.
Sorry, I got a little excited.
Calma.
Big up,
Real back. Yeah.
So I didn't really want to talk about the game. I think to me, the season's pretty much what we're doing is what's expected. We go on these huge wins, and then next thing you know, we'll 3, 4, now what, 5th game now? We're 4th game, we're just lose. It's almost expected. The mentality's not there this year. A lot of people look dejected on the team, and we can talk for hours about that stuff. But kind of want to talk a little bit about some other teams. Diallo's on here. It's almost delusion to an extent. These Arsenal fans, man, they get a little taste. They get a little taste. And it's Saka's world class. Don't get me wrong. Saka's a great player right now. Man's about to be on 300K with bonuses. It's a lot of money.
Is he?
I believe so. Someone can correct me, but close. I think it's with add-ons and his bonuses. So, Man U fans in here, everything, they're trying to deflect with the
yeah, man. I've noticed, but you know what? Listen. But the smile on our faces, have you noticed, Shane, though? They haven't been able to wipe the smile off our faces. They've been coming in and giving it a good shot. I'm not going to lie. Ducato, we had that other guy, the Man United guy, Natraj. We had today, who did we just have on? Diallo. We've had a few. Bilal sits here smiling. Listen,
I like Bilal though. I like Bilal a lot, man.
Now, Bilal does it with
Bilal's sensible though.
He's sensible.
He's common sense. He's a realistic fan.
But they haven't been able to wipe the smile. They haven't been able to wipe the smile off mine and Zuberi's face. Like, we hold it good.
How can you? 7-0. It's a big deal, man.
It is a big deal.
It'll live on forever. Everyone will remember that, no matter what. So, and it's not a trophy. It's just a little something we can hold over them.
Yeah, man. We know it's not a trophy. When people tell you, "Oh, that's not a trophy," we know, man. We know it's not a trophy. But that's what fans sometimes. How many clubs go without winning trophies? Like, not every club wins trophies. So if your club don't win trophies, what do you have? You have memories. And memories are outstanding games, outstanding goals, outstanding comebacks, outstanding whatever, right? That was an outstanding result in a horrendous season. But that was an outstanding result. And that's going to go down in folklore. People are not going to remember this season. Trust me. When Liverpool didn't do well in one season, in their long, illustrious season, people ain't going to remember it. Trust me. It's going to get mixed up in all the other trophies that we've won and that we're going to continue winning. But that 7-0 is going to go down in the record books. Oh, you remember 7-0? Bomba. That was mad.
I think the Arsenal game coming up, it's a big game, man.
It's a big game.
They're big games. It's
a stressful game. It's a stressful game, Shane.
I wanted 7 points out of these 3, but the City game, man, I kind of felt it. To me, actually, I wasn't even stressed watching it. It was an expected result going there. Especially seeing Fabinho and Hendo in the middle. But at the same time, I mean, who do you even put there? Who are you going to put there in a big game like that? You're going to revert back to your your 2 trusty steeds, even though they haven't been there at all this year. Chelsea game, it's going to be dreadful. It's going to be.
What do you think about Chelsea? I didn't hear you mention them. I don't know if you was getting to them. How do you feel about
I think
them?
what they're doing, they're getting enough heat just being themselves right now. I mean, realistically, look, Graham Potter. I think everyone. Tuchel getting sacked, questionable. I think Bully wanted more power. Graham Potter, I liked Graham Potter. I thought he was great at Brighton. Definitely something going on or isn't going correct. I don't know. Do you sack him now or not? I'm not really sure. They spent a boatload of money. You bring in another manager, he's going to want some more players. They're going to have some FFP issues coming up. Who knows, man? I think Chelsea's kind of in shambles. I think Bully doesn't really know what he's doing. He's just throwing money wherever, kind of ruining the market a little bit for players. So who knows what Chelsea will do? Who knows what will happen to them?
Who knows? And is it a case of who cares right now? Because we've got enough shit on our, we've got enough shit on our doorstep. No, I don't mean that in that way. Captain,
no, it's true. It's true.
Right? Like, I don't mean it in a way like when Man City win, who cares? Right? I'm not meaning it like that. I'm meaning it like I want to step on Chelsea's neck. I want to take the piss like people are taking, like Man United and Man City and Chelsea. Arsenal fans are taking the piss out of us right now. I want to take the piss out of Chelsea. I want to take the piss out of Everton. But we got enough shit on our plate, man, to be worrying and caring about that. So that's why I'm surprised, Captain, about your question to Shane. Like, what does he think about Chelsea? Like, why are you asking that?
No, because me and you have this shared hate for Chelsea.
No, I get the hate. I'm ready to.
I just wanted to see if Shane was there.
Yeah, but it's not giving me any. It's not giving me any solace.
Oh,
guys.
bro, I don't care.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, Chelsea are in the mud, man, deeper than the mud. They got issues because not only are they trash, but they're spending loads of money and they're not getting any better. And coaches, they're just in shambles.
Yeah, but I want to get solace in Everton and Chelsea, even worse than us.
Oh.
But I don't. I only right now. I want to look after number one, and number one is Liverpool for me. I'm not one of these shameless guys that goes around. Yeah, but you're shit too. I only say that, and people are going to start saying, "Oh, but that's what you said to Toby on the Big Six and this and that." I only say that in retaliation if they're coming for me. Do you understand what I mean? So if someone's coming from the Chelsea angle and the Everton angle or whatever and saying, or Man United are piping up too much, then I say shit back to them. So for example, I'm looking forward to Newcastle turning United over tomorrow in the hope that Newcastle, they go to 4th suddenly, right? And then if Spurs win, I understand they go to 5th. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
What a title challenge they're on right now.
Do you know what I mean? But really, I'm only worried and shitting about us right now, or not shitting it, because it is what it is. As we said, we're not really surprised by today. We didn't expect anything today. But I think the expectation is still to put up some sort of show before the end of the season, right? We can't just go out like that.
No, I agree. I mean, the end of the season is I don't think we'll get top 4, quite honestly. I don't really want to be in Europe if we're not in top 4. I'd rather focus, recoup, get everything back to where we need to be and make a title run next year with just the focus on domestic stuff. I think Conference League, it's going to be a distraction. Europa League, it's not a big deal to me. Personally,
Fair enough.
I could be different, but
Shane, it's been amazing finally speaking to you. Make sure this is a habit,
thanks,
man.
guys.
Call-in show is all about you guys, and you're more than
Welcome
welcome.
to the
I
army.
will always look out for you in the studio. If I see you, I'll try to bring you on as per your contract says so. Take care, my guy.
Welcome to the army, my friend.
Look after yourself. Bye-bye. Yeah, man.
Converted
I don't want to go out
on
like that,
sports.
though. I don't want to go out like
No,
that.
I don't.
Captain.
I do want to go out, be in the Chelseas, the Everton, the
Yeah.
Arsenal. So, like, even if the season goes dry in the mud, at least we know we did our bit with Chelsea. Because these are the things that I live on. I'm not like you, bro. I don't wait to be shot at to shoot back, bro. I'm shooting. On any day I wake up, I'll shoot at Chelsea and Everton because they wear blue. I'm like that. City and their 12 fans, I slap them up constantly because there's just 12 of them. So I'm not like you waiting for men to fire a shot. Nah, man. Sometimes you're going to have to shoot first, man. Oh, it's Arsenal. Sorry, man. I thought it was, Leeds or something. I just shoot like that, Grizz. So I understand what you're saying. It's good to be nice, but yeah.
Diallo says, go and get sticky on Sunday. Zuberi, get ready. Zuberi is always ready. Listen, one thing you need to know, Captain is ready. He's front line, man.
Always.
Darwin and son of Grizz Teta. Lord have mercy. This is brother, man. He's a regular now, so I see him. Big up Darwin and son of Grizz Teta. Grizz, I want my money back. What the F was that? And angry emojis. Bro,
what are you selling, Grizz? Because are you selling fake promises or something?
I don't know. I don't know what I think what he means is like. Yeah, we know what he means, man. I didn't sell no promises, man. Guy wants a refund, Same. I felt like I Life's different, man. Let's keep it moving. Man. Who's next? GJ?
GJ, yeah, get him in.
GJ, hope you're doing well, my friend.
Assalamu alaikum, bros.
Assalam. What are you saying, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? We've talked before.
Yeah,
we've talked before.
I was here maybe 2 months ago. I haven't been on it for a while.
Okay.
How's the fast going, first of all, guys?
Yeah, good, bro. I'm Zuberi's not fasting. I'm fasting. It was tough today because I was traveling up to Manchester. It's like a 4-hour trip for me. So it was peak watching that, traveling that, hungry that, thirsty that. I want my money back like the last super chat. I want my money. It is what it is, man. How you doing, my bro?
Man, I'm doing good, man. My head's been hot all day, man. Since
no need to be calm. No need to be hot.
Broke my fast a couple hours ago. Now I'm gonna go to the gym.
You feel better. You feel better now,
man.
Yeah. No need to be hot, man. Don't just calm your head down. It's not worth it, man. There's bigger things in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how we talk when we lose.
I just wanted to say, guys, you're on about selling maybe 7-8 players or so, right? And okay, it's not always possible, but I just want to say, guys, have you seen Napoli this season?
Yeah, they've been cooking.
The amount of players they got rid of, man, that were key to their squad. You got Koulibaly, Ruiz, Dries Mertens, Insigne. I think I've missed 1 or 2, but they were all key players for years. They didn't get to the level we did, of course, but they were a good team in Europe. You see the guys they brought in like 9 or 8 players who start for them. I think it's Kim Min-jae, Simone, Ostergaard, Raspadori.
Yeah, loads.
Anguissa from Fulham, Kvaratskhelia. I completely forgot about him. And they all start, man. So what I'm saying is it can be done. And we don't need to spend 40-50 million on a right back, a centre midfielder. Like what's happened to us finding these 20 million players that we used to slot in?
I can tell you that, bro. I have the
What's
answer.
happened to this?
Yeah, let me tell you.
We don't even spend nothing.
The answer is Klopp got too big. Fans gassed him up, and he kicked out the recruitment staff because they wasn't getting the right player.
There you go.
And the 7 players you said we got to sell, we're not selling 7. We're only selling 3. The rest are leaving on a free, bro.
I
There's
think
4 leaving on a free. So What are we gonna do? Just let 4 men walk out with no money? We're gonna have to sell 3 to get at least something back, bro. 4 is going out the door for free. Let that sink in.
No, it's I don't know how we've got him, man. It's unbelievable, and I think it's unacceptable that one season we're competing, one season we're scraping top 4, one season we're competing, this season we're top 6 barely. You know, for the level we want to be, that's not acceptable. And you know, a few years back when we had our whole defense out, right? When we had Nat Phillips and what's his name, Williams in defense, guys, we looked better then. I'm not even gonna lie, we looked better then, guys. And now we've got mostly our team is fit. We look a shambles, man.
Are you forgetting Hendo and Genie centre back?
Hendo and Genie centre back, Fabinho. I think we had a midfield of Thiago, Jones, and Milner. A large
facts
season, and we looked better. Like, I genuinely think the system needs to be scrapped. You know, technically on the ball, we used to be a pretty good team, maybe second to Man City in the Premier League. Now, I don't even know, man. Technically, we're horrendous. We're horrendous technically, guys.
But can we, DJ, can we change the formation now? Because if we're technically not up to it, and I think we're physically not up to it, my opinion is physically. My personal opinion is we're physically at the worst I've ever seen a Liverpool team at. That's just my personal opinion, right?
Yeah.
People can agree or disagree, no problem. We're shambolic physically, right? But I don't think, and that's why I'm ready to just sit back and just watch the last 11 games, because there's nothing he can do that's going to be different. The only thing that can change this is 3 or 4 fresh legs in and around the spine of the team, especially down the middle, especially in the middle. And that's the only way it's going to change. Fabinho and Henderson and these guys won't suddenly come alive. Matip, Fabinho, Henderson, you know, Salah to a certain degree. Bobby Firmino is not in the team, but these guys, it just needs a reset. And they're not going to be able to just do it with a different formation and whatever. I genuinely think, and it may be a defeatist way of looking at it, I think we can become harder to beat, and we should be harder to beat.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think we can drastically change anything right now with the players that we've got.
We can change how we play a little bit, at least. Man.
Yeah, I agree.
Like you said, harder to beat. Like, we're doing the same thing week in, week out, expecting different results. I know it's a cliche, but you can't keep doing the same thing week in, week out. And how many games? 28 games we've been doing the same thing, thinking it's going to be different every week. It's really not. And oh man, it's doing my head in, man.
It's doing your head in, man. I see that, bro. But listen, you know what I mean? Just keep that fasting going. It will calm you down. Get on the prayer mat. You know what I mean? Inshallah, everything's going to work out, bro. You know what I mean? Especially in your own personal life. That's the main thing. The rest, football is a humbler, man. You know what I mean? It can take you up, it can take you down. But you know what I mean? You just keep on the straight path.
I just want to say quickly, no, I'm gonna sound crazy, right? But I don't think top 4 is completely done, right?
You're not sounding crazy, bro.
Week in, week out. I just want to say that things can change week in, week out. I'm not completely conceding that, but
I hear you.
It's looking long.
It's looking long. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. But my brother, always a pleasure, man. Always nice speaking to you. Keep up yourself, yeah?
Take care.
All right. Guys, we're 15 short of 400 likes. That's a nice ratio. Yo, Captain, I love these people on the show, you know. The ratio of likes it's mad. Respect to all the people, man.
Yeah, big up the people, man. Smashing it. We're in the trenches. You don't have to come in the trench, but yo, just like the energy. We try to keep it up for you guys, man. We'll keep it going, you know, during the seasons of prayers, during the season of crisis, just during the season of the month.
Season of crisis.
Bro, we're like archaeologists, just digging for old fossils and bones that has no contributing factor to the world. That's what we are right now. We're just digging up random places, trying to fix things with past prehistoric knowledge and play, bro. Like, Milner is a fossil.
We're the Liverpool archaeologists. I like that. That's a name for a show, Zuberi, right there. We need to cook up something there.
Grizz, how old is RV Elliott in the setting? No. Just humor me before we get the few callers.
2 years?
No, just how old are they?
Oh, how old?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, win it. Hella old.
Bro, all I'm saying is when Milner made his debut, 1 or 2 of them was just born.
Arsenal America says you play that high line against Arsenal, you're getting beat.
Hey, you never know. We'll see.
Bring it, man. Bring it.
We'll see.
My good friend Nidhi is in the chat. Says this season is done, Grizz. Prepare for the next. That's all.
Hey,
man, yeah. I hear that.
That's all.
I hear that. Big up 400 likes. Yeah, man. You guys are smashing it. Listen, guys, I'm running out of energy fast. Thomas Lee, are you there, my friend? If you want to unmute yourself, and then we know. Yeah, he's good to go. Thomas, welcome to the stream, my friend. Where you calling from, and what's your team, and what you want to speak about?
I'm calling from Liverpool. It's actually my first time. I jump on a Discord, so and admittedly, I'm a new subscriber as of tonight.
Welcome to the family, my friend. Welcome to the Khanage.
I have been following both of you on different channels. I know Sabiri from Team Coppish. Big up, Team Coppish. I know Grizz from Team Coppish as well. But I think I know you from the Big Six actually.
Wow, you're most welcome, bro. Big up Team Coppish, Callum and the guys. They're good friends of mine, and big up the Big Six as well. Of course, my Big Six family. You're welcome, Thomas. You're welcome, man. Talk to us, my guy. What you want to speak about? What do you want to say?
Well, listen, I grew up in Mexico actually, so my family's from Liverpool, but you know, funnily enough, I grew up in Mexico. It is what it is, right? Growing up in Mexico as a Liverpool fan was tough because it's not a fashionable club, if that makes sense. At least in South America, Central America, it's not like in Asia or India where you get a ton of Liverpool supporters. You get more Man United supporters, you get more Chelsea supporters, you get more Arsenal supporters. Why I don't know, but I got a lot of steak growing up. And do you know what, after we won the Champions League, I thought that was going to be a start of something beautiful. I thought that my dreams would finally come true, and that Liverpool would finally become a new would set a new Galacticos era. As crazy as that might sound, you know, like a Real Madrid type vibe, or you get what I mean? We're finally signing these, you know, big boy players. And I love this set of players. Okay, don't get me wrong, but see Robbo, see Fabinho, all of these players. Personally, I do not rate their technical ability. I think they are very limited players out there, and without the energy, it is showing. Basically, it is revealing. Basically, all of the obvious flaws. What I thought were when we first signed them. I don't know about you guys, but obviously when we first signed Robbo, I'm finally seeing the Robbo I thought we were getting. Do you get what I mean?
Limited, yeah, one-footed, exactly. Can't take. You know when they pass the ball to you in the air and you drop it at the bounce or right before the bounce. Yeah, Robbo doesn't even have that in his locker, fam. Never had it. He has to let it bounce. I'm seeing Thiago. You say you've been in Mexico, so you know the Hispanic players. They full of sauce. I see Thiago gave him a ball, and the ball dictates how you take it on. And the ball was a ball you have to take on your chest in your stride. And Robbo tried to do his foot, and Thiago's like, bro, just because I played a lot of Mexicans, and I don't know, but the ones I play with, they support La Liga, and they call me crazy for watching England. They mock me for saying the Premier League ain't even the best league in the world, and they saying they stuff in Spanish, and I have to like dup him real quick with some skills to get my respect. But what you're saying about Robbo is facts. He's limited. He doesn't have that source, but the energy he was giving us was needed in that moment, and we kind of overlook his flaws. But now we need more than his energy. We need attackers. We need the ball control. We need the dynamic, switch it on to his right to make a cross. Doesn't have that.
I think I completely agree with you. I think football has moved on a lot over the past 2 years. I think football has improved a lot throughout the world in terms of talent-wise. I think we see a lot of talent nowadays. It is crazy. Like these wonder kids, like are popping up like popcorn. Do you get what I mean? Just like flying out. And do you know what? Okay, so this is one problem I do have on about Liverpool. Do you rate our academy? Because I just don't. I think we don't do enough from a academy perspective to improve our future. I think
our academy can do better. I don't think it's as bad as some people make it. I don't think everyone understands the complexities of running an academy in north of England as opposed to academies in London, where you have a whole big pool of players, a network of players. It's a total different, and I'll probably go into it on another show. It's very difficult to attract players geographically wise as well when you're based in the north of England. And I don't mean that as slight. There's many more factors when you're, for example, sending off your child to an academy where he's going to stay, all these kind of things. So it's not as simple as we should be getting, or we should be having more players to choose from our academy. I don't think it's as bad. We've certainly made a lot of money from our academies. At the end of the day, academies are for two purposes. Either you make money from them or you bring stars through. We can talk about stars such as, help me guys here, Trent, Steven Gerrard, obviously, Curtis Jones. Who else? Not Harvey Elliott, because we bought him from Fulham. But we have brought players that have represented us through.
I think the amount we brought through isn't the ratio to those that
fair, absolutely.
So but
to balance that up, we make a lot of money, and obviously we don't always hear about it, but we sell a lot of players for a lot of money. So it's either bring stars through, which, to be honest with you, who has a major record at the top of the table like that? Like, can you name some guys that have?
I think was it City? City had a decent academy. They brought through the likes of Sturridge. Wasn't Sancho there as well?
But they buy their people, man. They buy their people.
Okay. I don't know the academy stuff.
That's my point. I
don't know the academy stuff.
We hear about Chelsea's, but who's actually winning anything there with the Chelsea? Look where they are. We cob them, right? But so it's not as cut and dry as I hear you. It should be better. It could be better. It could always be better. But I don't think it's as bad as some people make out as well. But Thomas, listen, guy, my brother, I do apologize. It's been real nice speaking to you. Yeah. Feel free to call in again. I got to keep it moving tonight because I'm very tired. I've been to the game and all that, and I'm knackered today. I need to have some rest. But it's been a pleasure speaking to you, my guy.
Hey, one last thing, Grizz. You are not boring. Don't listen to those people, okay?
You're my guy. You're my guy. Big up yourself. Look after yourself. Take care of yourself, man. See you soon. What are you saying? I'm done,
Are you done?
There's one. There's
room for one more.
Yeah, no. There's one brother in it who's there. What are you saying? This uncle's there, innit?
Yeah, let him cook. You know what I'm saying? Uncle can't have uncle in the kitchen.
All right. Bring through uncle, man. Yeah.
Uncle, what are you telling us today? Hope you're feeling well. Hope your back is good.
I'm nebulized, man. I'm nebulized.
I'm gonna hide behind the microphone because.
No, don't. I'm nebulized. See, it gets to a point where you've been beaten up so badly that you just wait for another beating.
Numb. Are you numb?
Yeah, I'm numb.
Yeah, I'm numb, uncle.
Yeah, I'm numb. I've seen a couple of quotes after the match, and You know, first of all, let's start with the captain. Once again, it's the same mode. Now, he doesn't just hoof the ball, he hoofs the talk. It's like, this is not
talk.
Yeah, this is not acceptable. We've got to react better. How many times have we heard him saying that?
Uncle, before you continue to cook, right, I just want to ask you about the temperature of Jordan Henderson. Today, I saw him turning. I'm not saying he turned and did anything spectacular, but today I see him taking the ball and he was going on the half turn. He was, you know, trying to push us forward, but he lacks the quality. Did you see that as well, or was it just me?
I didn't see it. It's like a moth heading towards a flame. He can flutter all he wants. He's going to be burnt. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Because I wasn't one of those who thought these guys were going to beat us. I thought we were going to win.
Really?
Yes.
Chest out. You had chest out saying win.
See, Albert, you confuse. Albert, can I say something? Normally, I don't interrupt you because you're the what's the word? The cream of the not the cream of the crop. You're like the icing on the cake. Like our show is a cake.
Yeah, I know.
We build this cake up. Me and the captain build this cake.
I can't be icing though. I'm diabetic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Albert is the Guinness. You know, you pour the Guinness, you got that foam at the top. You cut that off. Albert is the Guinness underneath that.
The one
foam.
that gets in your mustache, right?
Yeah, Albert is the Guinness under that. Because sometimes you suck that up. That ain't good for you. But Albert is the actual Guinness underneath that, man. I'm telling you.
But the point I'm trying to make, right, is Captain, he confuses me like you sometimes. So, like, you know how, like, when shit's really hit the fan and, like, I'm too tired to make this long. How are you going to City and thinking we're winning, Albert, in our current state?
No, I'll tell you why. Let me explain why. Going into the match, I thought that the person who was going to hurt us the most if he plays was Foden. Because Phil Foden always plays well against us. So I was happy to hear he wasn't going to play. So I thought, okay, maybe Trent is going to have some respite. And then I heard Haaland wasn't going to play. I wasn't happy about Haaland because VVD always has him in his pocket. Haaland hasn't scored against us when VVD is playing. So I thought it was going to be good. And then I heard Alvarez was going to play, and I didn't like that because I know that we always have problems with small forwards. One of the small forwards we've always had problems with is the one who's going to Arsenal, Jesus. So, but I was confident that we were going, because we have all our forwards back, I was confident that we were going to do well against them. And then we scored the first goal, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be Manchester United-esque. You know, we've dealt with the real McCoys. Now we're going to deal with the noisy neighbors. Because remember, there was another breakout, right? Salah squares that ball to Jota, and we're 2-0 up. And that's the beginning of the route, okay? So I was confident. And then, boom, the Real Madrid happened. That's what I call the Real Madrid. They scored one, goes through the legs of Robbo, VVD, that's his thing, won't tackle. Listen, and after that goes in, I knew we were going to lose. So I told somebody who called me or was cooking me over the phone, I said, listen, at least I was right for the first 20 minutes. But I feel numb because this can't keep going on. You know, our manager comes does another interview where he says, well, don't worry about me. I go again. I know what to do. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know what to do? Haven't you known what to do this whole year? Why do we keep getting the same results? We conceded 4 against Napoli, 4 against Manchester City, 3 against Brighton twice, 3 against Wolves, 3 against Arsenal, 3. I mean, what is that? Yeah, then what is that?
Albert, when he said he's gonna make us believe again, are you in disbelief with our manager? I know
you know my position on Klopp. I think he should go. I think he should have been gone a while ago. because I don't think that given what he's doing now, even refusing to see the obvious, what we all see, anything is going to change. But some have said, let's give him another year. Hey, after 54 years of life, I have learned that what you want is not always what you get. So let's wait and see what happens. At this point, I'm just really disappointed. On Tuesday is going to be the battle of the uselesses. Let's hope we can beat the other useless team. And we need to get top 4. At this rate, that's not going to happen. I think whatever it is, I don't want to play on Thursday. Listen, I have trolled people so bad for playing on Thursday. I'd rather not play on Thursday.
You shouldn't have, though. This is my point.
But I can't help it, man.
This is. I know you can't. I know you can't help it. I've got to know you very well over the last couple of months, and I know you can't help it.
I troll, bro. I troll.
But this is But this is my problem. This is my problem with the. I'm not going to make a whole big topic about this because this is not serious, but it's going to be a whole show, and I'm too tired.
By the way, Ramadan Kareem, man, you look tired. You do look tired.
I'm very tired. That's why I'm going to call it a night tonight. Albert, where's he gone? Albert, are you there?
No idea, you know.
I'm here.
Albert's
I'm here.
there. Okay, Albert is there. This is why I'm going to call it a night tonight because I'm very tired and my battery is about to. Your Mac will sleep unless you plug it into a power outlet, brother. I'm going to sleep if you don't plug me into an outlet very soon. So it's not about my Mac.
Plug it into Trent's outlet.
Hey, Albert, can I ask you a question before we let
Talk
you
to
go?
me.
Because if you thought we was going to win today, what do you think we're going to do on Tuesday?
1 minute answers, guys.
Chelsea.
1 minute answers. I'm rapping.
We normally have stalemates against Chelsea, so it will probably be another stalemate.
Okay.
I see that. But hey, for what it's worth, let me just put this on the table. If we play like that against Arsenal, it will be very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
That's all. I mean, Bilal will have the smirk from here to here like the Joker, right? Diallo will call in and postulate and preach. And I mean,
no, but captain's gonna be here. Captain ain't hiding. Win, lose or draw. We out here.
No, I just, you know, I dread Bilal's smirk, right?
I don't even dread his. There's worse. Trust me. There's some horrible Arsenal fans out there that I'm dreading. But you know what? It is what it is. Albert.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure, never a chore, man. We're gonna catch up real soon as usual, man. Peace out.
Albert,
Big up yourself, man. All right.
Yo,
Captain,
smashing show. Thank you for holding it down during your fast. I know you've traveled to the game,
bro. It's been.
I commend you. You're not getting refund, unfortunately. Next time, don't leave early. But thank you for making it back. Thank you for giving the people what they want. People, thank you for smashing up the likes. If you haven't already, smash it up some more. Well, not smash it, but hit it gently so you can smash it for tomorrow. RedFellas.
Next week. Next week is on Sunday, so we can talk about other teams for once.
Yeah, I might be a little
build
reckless.
up to it.
Me. Yeah, you might forgive me. I might be a little reckless, but here's something though. I might have to go and pull out the beret because people think the trenches is a joke. They see me with the beanie. They might think this is a joke. You put the war hat down. I'm gonna have to put the war beret back.
No. Listen, this week the community hat had to come out. Because football's a humbler, we got not humbled. That's not the right word. We were already humble. We got smashed to smithereens today. All right, that was shambolic. The war hat's coming out for Chelsea because that's how we do with Chelsea. That's how I do with Chelsea. That's how you do, Captain. Was a bit, yeah. Big up Tom Izzy, man. Big up Grizz, Uncle, the legend, Albert. Yeah, man. Every man, them. Every caller gave some brilliant insights. The war hat is coming out for Chelsea. How long that stays on my headpiece? I don't know. I don't know. But it's coming out. It ain't easy. All right. I'm going Chelsea.
Oh, you going out there?
I'm going out there. So I'm going Chelsea. I'm going out there. The war hat is coming out. Meet me at Chelsea if you want to talk to me. Meet me at Chelsea, people. We must rise against Chelsea. If we don't rise against Chelsea, we must rise against Arsenal. If we don't rise against Arsenal, yeah, we're dead.
You say, are we gonna concede the war?
Yeah. If we don't rise against one of them two, listen, my laptop's about to die out here. Captain, we love you. Grizz, you're boring. Zuberi, tell Grizz about what we said about Potter.
Hey, no, Nerbeats. I wish, you know what? You already know what time it is. Big up yourself.
He was right, man. He was right.
Nerbeats. They don't want to listen to us. Grizz is like this. I hope
no, I'm not like this. I accept things. Haven't I praised you? Haven't I bigged you up about your calls about Liverpool this year?
You're saying big up Nerbeats on that Potter.
No, Nerbeats is bad boy. Yeah, Nerbeats is a bad boy. We already know. Big up Nerbeats every single time. Listen, we out of here, man. This has been Kall. A smashing show again. Take care. Peace out. See you next week. Same time, same place.